Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and thank you very,
It's
very
finally
much.
the time, and I can't even be here. BC, I'm on a train, and the internet is terrible.
Oh no. Oh no. That's just no good at all there, anybody. That is no good at all. But all the same, thank you very much for finding time to at least give your resubscription there onto 12 months now. Full year, full pot. Thank you very much, Adam Alec. I appreciate it. Huh. Now, where was my intro? Ah, yes. Good evening, ladies and gents, boys and girls. It's Friday, but we're deciding it's Wednesday, and so we're tuning in to some Warframe. It's been a week, guys. It's been a week. Sunday, I just felt a bit of an oddness, a sudden feeling of not quite on form on Sunday, but it was fine. It was just a hint that maybe I was going to feel a bit ill later. Monday rolled around and my energy levels just went gone. And Tuesday showed me that what I thought was zero energy levels was actually comparatively high to actually zero energy levels. Yeah, I've been I've been out of it. I managed to do about 10 minutes of work on Monday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. Tuesday, nothing. Just absolutely nothing I could get out of me then. So, yeah. But now I'm back. And most of the way back up to actually feeling myself again. Temperature sensitivity is still very weird. Mind fuzziness keeps happening, where everything needs to stop for a bit. You know, eyes are still very heavy. But I'll get there. I look kind of tired. I am kind of tired. I have had terrible night sleeps, or lack of sleep, for about 3-4 nights. Yes, last night wasn't too bad, but still, yeah. I'm not doing my best. Did me being sick have anything to do with the chess conversation in Discord, because it was very entertaining? Crown Ladybug, thankfully it has nothing to do with that, especially as I started that chess conversation, so, you know, there we are. Thank you, Durzak, I appreciate it. Can you see my cat? I'm afraid not, no. She is very camera shy. It is exceedingly difficult to get her onto camera. There are pictures of her over in the community Discord, however. So that'll be the place to check if you do go onto the Discord and either just scroll up the Pets and Pics channel, you'll find lots of stuff you want to see in the process. Or if you specifically want to see mine, you can use Discord search feature. If you go for in : and then you select the channel, and then from : and the Kengineer, you'll narrow it down to messages I have sent in that channel, and you'll see the cat very easily that way. Yeah, Soccer, I am definitely on the upward trend, absolutely. Definitely on the upward trend. Hello there, Ray Nuva got gifted tier 2 sub from Snore. Yes, you did, absolutely. Very generous of them. Very generous indeed. Hello there, Nothing But You Server. Hello, Max and Madge. Hello, Quintus. Hello, Hello, Cosmo. And I think I had a message come through before the stream officially started, Cosmo. I mean, come on. I'll let you off this time because you're on Xbox, and I know what Xbox is apparently terrible for typing, but still. Come on. Oh, hello. Hello, wow. Now that has been a while. That has been a while since someone has managed to accrue enough spanners to hit VIP. You know what, Cosmo? I'm definitely letting you off. Alright then. VIP Cat of Cosmo. Bam. That is not happening apparently. Unable to add VIP. Excuse me. VIP Cat of Cosmo. Added. Okay, that was weird. For a moment then I was thinking, what? Are you not eligible? No, it's fine. It didn't want to work the first time for some reason. There you go. You now have yourself a lovely shiny diamond next to your name. There you are, Cosmo. And as the rule on it states, I didn't get rid of the rule, did I? Price goes up every time it's redeemed. Ooh, so what do we take it to now? It was 82,000. I think I have to round it off to 90. Yeah, I'm going to round that off to 90. Let me just do that real quick. Let me see. Channel points. VIP. Yeah, we'll jump it up by 8,000 to 90. There we go. 90k now. It keeps going up every single time because if you want to get a cheap VIP, you have to also get on early. If you're not one of the earlier joins, say, well, Well, that VIP then, I suppose. Oh, I don't know why that one's typing. Note to self, need to fix that. It's still trying to do things. Hello, Bug saying, realise I might have to start gambling points after all. It depends on what you're looking to get out of them. Alright, in any case, let's get cracking on with today's mission, shall we? We've got a sortie to do. I've not done any of the Carl mission stuff. I've not done the Archon hunt. I've got a lot to do, guys. I've got a hell of a lot of stuff to do. Cosmo, come on in. Zom, come on in. Korokop, your leisure enjoyer reporting for duty? Absolutely, come on in. And Maxim Badge, I'm very sorry, Maxim Badge, or Maxim Badge, or what judge. 1903, hello there, don't know if it's too early. It was in fact too late. Zom was bang on 7 o'clock, Korokop bang on 7 o'clock, and you're 3 minutes after. Oh, that's just the way it goes. And Cosmo, we would consider saying, look, bro, that's before the stream actually started, but, you know, they did just hit VIP. So, unfortunately, yeah, you were too late on that one. Just the way it goes. There we are. I mean, we've had a 1-year resub and a VIP redemption right at the start of the stream here. That's pretty damn good going. Let's get cracking. This is a passable loadout. It'll work. Good. There we are. I almost forgot to check I have a companion. There we are. As I'm saying, we have to get it to cost more than the old Extract Everything. Zom, the old Extract Everything was 500,000 spanners. So yeah, it's going to be a while before VIP costs more than that. It's going to be a while. Let's see what we got. We got an interception with energy reduction. We have got a mobile defense with enemy elemental enhancement, and we have a rescue radiation hazard. Oh, fun. Alright, let's do this. That's on you for waiting for me to announce invitations. You've been here at least a couple months. You've got 2 months of sub badge on you there, Max and Madge. How long have you been following? I'm curious. I'm just going to have a look. Following since June. I mean, you've definitely been here long enough then. You know how quick people are to message. Gotta get ahead of it. But not ahead of the stream itself. That's just rude. Korokop, cheers. Oh. Is the pick frame option disabled? Probably is. I'll be honest. With the way things have been at the moment, little bits here or there are probably going to slip through my setup. Because, yeah, well, come on, look at me. I don't exactly look and feel my best today. Even my hair, I over the hair dried it. Yeah. Basically cooked my hair, it doesn't look great. 5 seconds past 7 UK time, sweet spot. Pretty much maximized, pretty much. If you're hearing me saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for some Warframe, and then we do the transition on the screen, yeah, you're probably good enough. If the message comes through before Warframe's on the screen, you've messed up. Think of it that way. But yeah, we're going to get cracking on through all of the bits and pieces we got going on here today. I'm just going to hold on to Location Alpha. Maximum effort, laser beam that just zaps everything nearby. I'm saying, tell me if the knockdown is working through walls. I mean, they're pretty knocked down, but I did that. Hello, Tortellini, how you doing? Back to me, say, hey, just wanted to drop in and say big thanks for introducing me to Frame. Browsing through the things yet to master has been a huge pain. Now I can finally fill stuff out and see what I really need. Much appreciated. MacDB, glad you are enjoying it. Absolutely. Thank you very much for popping by to say so. And it is a powerful and useful application. I wouldn't have been promoting it if it weren't actually worthwhile, you know. Wouldn't have taken the offer. But yes, it is a great piece of software. Hello, Devil. How you doing? God, the Ambrex is just dirty. Like, the Ambrex has always been dirty, and it continues to be dirty in just how good it is. It's no total AoE weapon, but it gets all of the positives of non-AoE and still functions in a somewhat AoE manner. The only downside really is the range. It has a limited range. That's about it. It's otherwise just redonkulous. Yeah, a group of enemies like this, you're just kind of... Oh, did I shoot at one of them? No, I shot at all of them. That's just too good. And no self-knockback. It's dirty, then I give it a shower. I'd rather not play Hydroid right now, thank you. Yeah. In case anyone is wondering what happened to the Revenant video, is it coming and whatnot? I mean, I should hope basically none of you watching right now are wondering that because I've been explaining in the Discord, but in case you're wondering where it's at, so long as YouTube doesn't drag its feet, it should be ready to go right at the end of stream. How about that? It should be ready for me to hit the go live button with that video as soon as this stream ends today. So you got that to look forward to as well, chat. Unless you live somewhere to the east of me, in which case you got that to look forward to in the morning. I know how it is. Yep. Video is up and processing. I've managed to absolutely slam home the details today, considering I've done not a lot Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll find out tomorrow if this, between the video and this stream, that might have overtaxed me. We'll find out. But for now, you got a video to look forward to. Like I say, YouTube is processing at the moment. Just about managed to get it uploaded before starting stream, so the two words clashing on the whole upload speed. But yeah. I'm saying do not shower your electronics. I mean, you can shower them in certain things, just not a conventional shower. That would be terrible. Shower them in love, you know, that'd be great. Look after your electronics. Care for them. Maintain them. But yeah, don't put them in an actual shower. That would be terrible. Would I recommend a Foreman Hunt Munitions or Hemorrhage build? If you are using the Foreman exclusively in short range, under 10 meters, and you are using it exclusively in shotgun mode, then I believe it's internal bleeding on primaries, but whichever one it is, the impact mod to impact to slash mod for primaries, yes, that would be better. However, if you are using the Foreman beyond a 10 meter range, or if you are using the Foreman in automatic mode as well, such as to benefit from the critical bonuses on headshots, sorry, the damage bonus, not critical bonus, damage bonus on headshots. If you're using it for either of those purposes, then Hunter Munitions is actually better. Because you won't be able to reliably or at all trigger the impact mod. The forced impact proc is only within the first 10 meters. I don't know if that is affected by range mods, but on the base Foreman it's only in the first 10. So yeah. It depends on the situation, depends on the build and usage of the weapon. Both have their place. Hunt Munitions is going to work reliably regardless of how you're using the Foreman. So range and attack mode, that kind of things, doesn't really matter to you. However, when it comes to internal bleeding or hemorrhage, whichever one it is, yeah, then you do need to be paying attention to how you're using it. And I appear to have a very weird floaty orb around me. Is this someone's Protea Deluxe? That is a funky orb right there. Okay. I mean, not exactly the frame that needs over shields, but sure, we'll take it. We'll take it. Just like the enemies are taking C. Oh, that is just so dirty. Oh! Just kind of cast this electric beam across them. The whole group just doesn't. What do you reckon would happen if you put a dishwasher in a shower? You have a broken dishwasher. If you even got it into the shower, you probably have a broken dishwasher and a broken shower. Like, you've just double dipped on breakage there. Depending on how bad you are at moving a dishwasher, you might also have a broken door. So you'll manage to break 3 appliances, or sorry, 3 parts of your house with one single daft idea. Not what I'd recommend, really, you know. In terms of practicality, that gets a negative rating. That has a cost-benefit ratio of no. Don't do that. And that, I believe, is a mission complete. As soon as this factor over here decides to stop existing, where is he? That thing just exploded in, like, pox. Rough day. There we are, 1 mission down, 2 to go on this sortie. Is the Vermisplicer mixed crit and status build objectively a good weapon? Been using it for a while, didn't seem that bad on Steel Path. I mean, you can use various things on Steel Path as it is, regardless. Steel Path, if you set things up right one way, the weapon doesn't matter too much, but that depends on what you're fighting and how you're fighting them. In terms of Vermisplicer overall, let me see, say mixed crit and status build, are you talking primary or secondary? Let's compare here. Let's compare on a primary stats against the Amprex. The Vermisplicer accuracy, it doesn't matter, that is a completely meaningless term. Ammo max, much lower, however you can get regenerating ammo for the Vermisplicer, so it actually kind of doesn't matter. Ammo pickup, also lower, but again, regenerating ammo, doesn't matter. The fire rate is lower and the magazine is lower, so you are going to be reloading or recharging more often. In fact, without regenerating ammo, you get 2 and a fraction reloads and then you're scuppered, so regenerating ammo, it's a good idea. But still, that fire rate is lower and you've got a much smaller magazine, so you'll be burning through that magazine quite a bit quicker. Much shorter reload, effectively, so that means much shorter recharge time. It should be okay there. In terms of damage stats, the damage is substantially higher. I think that actually flattens out on the fire rate there. Yeah, 50% increase on fire rate, 50% increase on damage crosswards. Yeah, those two equal out. And then you've got the crit stats. The crit stats are in favour of it, but the status goes down there. So it's about comparable to the Amprex in stats-wise. Now, if I recall correctly, the Vermisplicer... Oh, this Vermisplicer is obviously a specific setup. I forget the components that went into it. Does it tell me? Yes. Vermisplicer Brash Splat. Okay, yeah. High DPS ones. So it's about as DPS-y as you can get it. I've clearly not modded it to do all that much, but you could basically mod it up like a good old... let's say Amprex, and it'll get this job done just fine for you. My Amprex is a Viral Electric. Obviously, if you copied this build and just pasted it onto your Vermisplicer, Riven aside or somehow, if that Riven was plus Cold or Toxin instead of Electric, and you somehow just put that onto Vermisplicer, you'd have a pure Viral with Hunter Munition / build, and that would work. That would work. But, something I remember about the Vermisplicer, something about the way that it extends itself. I just never really connected with it as much as I do the Amprex. Like, stats aside, something about it just felt a bit off. Come on, voice. Something about it just felt a bit off. I don't know. But mostly, yeah, it should work just fine for you. It's just something about the application. It's been a while since I've really used it. You can tell from the fact that it has exactly one former on it and I've not leveled that. I've not really used it all that much. Not all that much, but package charge is absolutely necessary. Because otherwise you are just going to run out of ammo. And that would be terrible. In fact, do I... If we're only doing a sortie at the moment, you know what? Let's give this a whirl, shall we? Let's give this a whirl. If I grab... I don't own any? Jesus, what kind of content creator am I? I don't have spares of literally everything. Guys, we need to go to a relay. Let's do it this way.
Lotus seduced the tenor.
We need to go to a relay. I need to get some stuff.
Complacent path like oxen. I failed the Oregon, but I will.
Cork Sales asking about pick a frame option because I'm curious if you can make sense of Zaku's third ability, what it is and how does it work. I mean, I would primarily recommend you read the wiki for starters. I did also cover a build for Zaku in the video that covered a bunch of new augments that came out. I covered was it 2 builds? There's 2 augments for Zaku, weren't there? So I did do some coverage around that. I cover that it's not the most searchable video, that one, unfortunately. Yeah, if you're getting stuck on what the third ability does, honestly, mate, I'd really strongly recommend just checking out the wiki on that one. I came here for the primary adapters. I only have 2 secondaries as well, so I might want to get a few things. Get 4 of these. I might stop up on 2 more of these as well. Oop, just 2 more. There we go. Use heavy caliber on it. Don't use heavy caliber on things now. If you're at the point of dealing with the steel path, you shouldn't be using heavy caliber. Pure and simple. Reason being on that is that when you've got Serration available to you for plus damage, and you've got this here available to you for plus damage, and there's quite a bit of plus damage at that. Let's see, I want Primary Merciless, 360%, you know? And if you want to go absolutely crazy, you could also bring in Galvanized Aptitude. That's going to stack and stack and stack as well. By that point, Heavy Caliber is offering you sweet F all compared to another mod affecting a different stat. Heavy Caliber, once upon a time, was a good pickup. But then everything else just went crazy in terms of plus damage. Now Heavy Caliber is actually not a good pickup. Yeah. There are limited uses for it these days. Limited uses. Let's see. Now we're up against the Grenier for the Sortie Army, so I can just switch this out to basic Bane Grenier for now. If we swap, actually, yeah, if I swap that actually out for the Hunt Munitions right now, there we go. And then this for that. Oh, I have this. Ooh. Sorry, what are the ribbons I have for the Vermisplicer? Oh wow, okay. Didn't expect to see this lot. I have Zoom, Electricity, crit damage. Crit chance minus crit damage. Ew. Or plus heat plus cold. Ew. Yeah, these suck. These just suck. And I don't think I can open up either of these in the next missions I'm doing, so I'll just ignore them as well. So, yeah. Alright, this is a very basic, boring build, not gonna lie, but you know what? You can run with it. The only other thing I could do is I could drop the Serration for Prime Bane of Grenier, which would be gambling on getting enough stacks on this for it to be effective. I'm willing to give that a try. Risky. There's something that's not fully formed, hasn't got all the slots filled. It's risky. I'm willing to give it a try. Hello, Flying Phantom, how you doing? Okay, mobile defense, enemy elemental enhancement. Well, we're about to find out if this works or not. We're about to find out.
I will fill my lungs with your death.
Yeah, Zom, you're right. Like the endo spend on Heavy Caliber at this point, when you could just get to Steel Path, unlock the Steel Path Arcane, either grind it out or just buy it for a fraction of the price of the endo. And what's the result? 360% damage, albeit conditional, versus 165%. Oh, and a debuff. Like, it's no contest. If you can have 360% damage and more benefits, or less damage and a negative, it's no contest. Alright then, Abathur's Grasp. Show me how you feel. See, that reminds me. There we go. See this guy here? I'm gonna fire, and then it hits. Fire, and then it hits. It takes that time to reach out to them. And it is that delay, which I'm not a fan of. Once it connects, it's good. But it's that delay of it actually connecting, which you don't get with most beam weapons. They'll have a damage ramp up, sure. But a connection ramp up? That is a bit more unusual. This is a funny arm weapon? This is not the funny arm weapon, if by that you mean the one that takes over your arm. This is not a arm cannon. This is the Vermisplicer kit gun. Because like, once it reaches out, and it's kind of hard to determine how far it can reach, but once it reaches out, it's amazing. But like, how long do I need to hold to find out if it's actually going to reach out that far? Like, look at the delay on that. That is a hell of a delay before it actually starts connecting. Can I reach this one? Can't find out, they're dead already. Someone else who fired a projectile that actually moves. So yeah, I would say the Vermisplicer, just like I think I said in the videos about the Infested Kit guns, it's got stats to be capable, but it just doesn't feel good. When there are other options out there that you don't need to build parts for that just work. I just spent 15 CL essence on this. Not an ideal kit. In my opinion, not an ideal kit. I mean, if I just hold down the fire button and make my way into groups of enemies, I suppose that can work. Just constantly have the range maximized by WM1ing. CF2 mains will understand that one. Oh, out of ammo. Give me a sec. But yeah. I prefer weapons where I can, you know, intentionally aim at someone or some group and fire, and not have to worry about, oh, they're 12 meters in front of me. How long's that going to take for the bullet to get? It's like, that's not a bullet at this point. That is a gentle embrace that just so happens to deal damage. That is a sauntering message by carrier pigeon in its general direction. Assume the next thing after Sortie's Carl? Nope. Next thing after Sortie is going to be Archon mission. Also Pole. Pole's too early max match. This isn't the third mission, is it? No, this ain't the third mission. This is the second mission. Also, it's called a prediction. Polls, you vote on a decision. Predictions, you predict an outcome. Come on now. Gotta get the mission right, let alone the name of the prediction. Oh, that was just... I know this isn't a finished build, but that was just sad, that. Actually, wait, how many stacks have I got? Okay, I've got no stacks in my hit. Merciless, that's why I was so bad. Let's get some more stacks. It's one thing I've never really warmed to with the Merciless Arcane especially, but just Arcanes in general, is that they promote using the more effective stuff. Because the less effective stuff won't be able to maintain the stacks. And that's just never struck me as very positive.
The odds were against us, Tenno.
Hey, Chocodika, I'm managing. I'm managing.
Drink tea,
We'll see how I do
rest
through
up,
today.
and get well, Tenno.
Yo, Airsoft Sniper, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime. 4 months now. Oh, dude. Let me just get us to the exit here. And then the customary tea sip. Thank you very much. Oh. Cheers. I think what you said saying there might be a glitch with my Vermisplicer. The delay with connecting seems to be much shorter for me. Give it a try. It is range based. And if you're using a secondary, that may be different. This is primary. There you are. Alrighty, now we're on to the third and final mission of the sortie today. The Rescue Radiation Hazard. This is now time for us to be doing the prediction, but first, I want to say a thank you to whoever was the anonymous benefactor there, gifting out a sub to Taco Buzz 76. So, Mr. or Mrs. or Muzz or MX or whatever pronoun, I'm just going to go with anonymous. Anonymous, thank you. Cheers. Your pickup count is 2384 because of the glitch. Okay. Alright, on to the rescue. Let's get the prediction up on this one. Prediction being, which reward will we get? Is it going to be a NASA sculpture? Is it going to be a ribbon? Is it going to be a booster? Or any of the other things along the way? Make a prediction. See what we'll get. If you're right, you could be getting a whole bunch of extra spanners, and as Cosmo will tell you, they come in quite handy. They definitely come in quite handy. Alright, yep, Vermisplicer, go back into your little cave. We're bringing out the laser beam that knows how to get stuff done. Despite being released earlier, it's stronger. Yeah, take that, power crate.
Too easy. I expected more. I deserve.
Oh, I see, Cosmo, that's what you mean. Fair enough. Yeah, guys, get your predictions in. You've got like a minute or so to get those in. If you see something that has no predictions on it and you're not sure what to predict, go for that one. If you happen to be right, you just gain all the points. I mean, that's just a win. Hey, yo! Quintus with the 7 gifted subs. My dude, thank you very much once again for continuing support on the channel here. That's going out to Shadowraft, to Zormala, to Vava Dynamite, Blueprint Redprint, to Durzak, to Zelagus, and to the Sagittarius. Thank you very much for that, Quintus. Appreciate it. Oh, still in the heavy land. Ah. What is it with me and enjoying frames that have just a little bit of zoomies? You know? Just zoomy. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's rare. That is rare. Okay. Others can do the rescue. I'm doing this. Not every day you see this one. There we go. One down. Yeah, speed challenge. Like, this is genuinely rather uncommon to what I'd say rare to come across. Okay, that does not work on the ice as Rev. Got it. Made it! Yes! Wait for it to open. And look at that lovely, lovely loot! Oh, yes! Speed Drift. Someone can just check for me on Warframe Market PC. How much is Speed Drift going for at the moment?
You're alright, Doc.
Yo, Quintus, thank you very much for 420 bits. Appreciate it, my dude. Absolutely appreciate it. Is it 20 plats at the moment? Nice. So yeah, oh hey, look at that. We've also got Cutting Drift if we wanted it, but that is worth so much less. Everyone recognises that one. But Speed Drift, like I say, it's rare, and so it's valuable. I did not just get stuck on it. Like saying, liking the sub alert, it's very unique. Thank you, Drekkie. Made it myself. Alright, we're cracking this open. Don't know who we're waiting on, but we're cracking this open. Let's go!
Stage is almost out of time. Hurry.
I am stuck. Why am I stuck? How am I stuck? Seriously, how do I keep getting stuck? Come on, Revenant. You're better than this.
Quick, use those consoles to change the destination of the vault portal. One of them has to lead to our agent.
Did I not... I activated Mesmer Skin at the start. How... do these things just burn through Mesmer Skin or something stupid? Or did I get nullified and didn't notice? Not that one. Yo, Quintus! I will have to focus on that when we are not at risk of losing the mission due to an RNG system. Not that one. This one. We got him, we got him, we got him. There we are. Alrighty!
Found our agent. Escort them to extraction.
You didn't know about that shortcut? Yes, Reventus. Lovely. Oh, this way. Alright. I will pay attention to those subs proper in just a second. Let's get out of here. Also, I appear to have been nullified again. When did it... Either nullified or just my charge is wiped by something. The hell? Well, that might have been... Oh, the portals. I went through the speed drift portal and that reset my Mesmer Skin without me noticing. That's why I had no Mesmer Skin in the rescue room. Right. Because the way this game works is if you fall out of bounds or it decided to create an out of bounds, you lose your abilities. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, as I was saying though, Quintus, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Out to Pyro Assassin, Emitivity, Glen Unknown, to Trump and Alias. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Cheers. Vince White asking, can you get corrupted mods from vaults? You get corrupted mods specifically from the Orokin vaults on Deimos, but not on Cambrian Drift. Normal Deimos missions, those you need to open with a dragon key. That is the only way to get corrupted mods. Just there. This is from a Lure challenge. Entirely different location. Alright, and today we got a Former. That's a... Former. In fact, only one person thought a form would happen today. They gambled so few spanners, they're looking at a 60-1 return. WV Big Dog 1. Weird name, but sure, we'll roll with it. Gambled 160 spanners, and yeah, well, it's about to tell us how many they got back. It's about to tell us. You just got back over 10,000. Well predicted. Enjoy. That is profit right there. that is some profit right there. You try and find vaults in the void? Ah, Vince White, yeah, nah. It would make sense to have them somewhere Orokin rather than on Deimos. The reason they are where they are is because they were on the Orokin Derelict before. But the Orokin Derelict got replaced with Deimos, and everything that was on the Orokin Derelict just got copy-pasted over. So all of the standard Deimos missions were on the Orokin Derelict. That's why they seemed like derelict Orokin towers, rather than an infested moon. Go figure. I wonder if D will ever try and make some change to that, but because of the whole corrupted mods being a thing, maybe not. We'll see, but maybe not. Headcanon is the derelict crashed into Deimos. I mean, it could be that when Deimos rematerialized, it rematerialized in the derelict and just kind of splapped it. That could be a thing, but yeah. Yeah. Love say I accidentally had it extinguished on the entire sortie. Whoops. Not ideal. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to keep with the same gear. It's working. I'm going to keep with the same gear. Although I think I need to triple check the loadout I am on. It should be on... Okay, Protea. Yeah, it's on the right build. That was a very in-your-face Protea right there. Well, let us head on into now something I've not been able to do all week, and also only want to do on streams anyway. I don't deny you guys this.
You're all right,
We
Doc.
can have a look at heading on over to the Archon Hunt. Now, I'm sure most of you have already done this week, because why wouldn't you? There's only 2 days, 5 hours left on it. Who would be putting it off this long if you're not just... Yeah. Yo, Quintus, thank you very much for the 240 bits today. And on top of that, yet another gifted sub. Quintus, appreciate it, my dude. Ah. Really appreciate it. Oh, and JT Gamer apparently just decided to gift us. Why? I'm pressing F. Stupid design. Stupid design, but whatever. Alright, let's get cracking on with this. We've got a mobile defense to get us started. We are up against... It's Mars, so it's going to be the Grenadier. And I've got a bonus to Jaya. Not really. Baza, Course Assist, Okikor. I could take Baza Prime, but it's just damage plus 300%. Pass. Pass. So I'm going to get cracking on with the Archon missions here. Now, I think Zom dropped out. We've got Cosmo and Korokop here, which means we've got 1 space left over if anyone else would like to join in. So I'm just going to reset all the tabs there. Anyone who wants to take spot number 4, first one to send a message, I'll bring you on into the squad. First one to send a message, that spot is yours. Just take the buzzer? Nah, Ceramitas, nah. I'm happy to pass on that, thanks. Job bonus is fun, give it a go. I'll be quite honest, Quintus, not today, no. Not today. Trek say, I remember wondering what happened to the moon lure when I first played Warframe, till I got far enough in the story missions. Unfortunately for me, when I was kind of new to Warframe, I popped onto the Warframe Reddit, as I often do with new games. Like, okay, so how's the community feeling about the game? Is there something I need to be aware of or whatnot? And one of the first things on there I saw was someone going, wow, look at this. They shaped it like a crescent, like the moon. Oh, how amazing. Now, there's a couple issues with that. First of all, one, yes, you and everyone else in the entire game can see this as a crescent shape. It's not exactly hidden. Two, there was no spoiler tag on it or anything. So I just popped it open and I'm like, oh. And then I looked at my own and I saw that I couldn't see no moon. I was like, oh, I guess I've still to unlock that. Zom! Zom, you must be messing with me. Please, tell me you noticed that. Please, come on. Okay, I need to know. I need to know for my own sanity here to understand. I'm not angry. I'm surprised. Okay, not angry, just surprised. Not angry, just surprised. How many of you didn't... Oh. Did you notice before? Yes or no? Simple 1 minute flash poll. Simple 1 minute flash poll. Did you notice before? Yes or no? Yes, I did notice before, or no, I did not notice before. Did you notice before, chat? I just want to know. Did you notice that the nodes are laid out in a crescent moon shape? If you're pressing no, you've just learnt it today, right now from me. Hey, Vince White, glad it worked out for you, my dude. That's what I'm thinking, Cosmo. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. I actually had no idea. Oh, God. I mean, obviously, if you're at the level of the game where you've not unlocked Lure, then obviously you wouldn't be aware of it. If you've unlocked Lure, it's right there in your face. 51%. Half of everyone who just dared to answer that poll. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, no, fair. Quintus only just noticed, Archer's only just noticed, Zom's only just noticed. Wow. Chick Noodle, the fact that the nodes on the moon are shaped like a crescent moon. That's what. Alright then, well. Yeah, cool. Fair enough. Half of all of you have learned something important. And the other half of us have also learned something important. Half of you have just learned that the moon is shaped like the moon, to really be reductive there. And the other half of us have just learned that half of everyone didn't bloody well notice. Yeah. Cool. Chicken noodle, thanks for the hydrate. Hello, Toon Guy. What goes on here? What goes on here today is Warframe. We don't usually do Warframe on Fridays, however, today is the first day all week that I have actually been able to do anything for more than 10 minutes, aside from just kind of lie there like... I just want energy. I'm finally alive again. So, we're doing Warframe. I normally do Warframe just on Wednesdays and Sundays, because Wednesday got skipped, I'm doing it today. And it's Friday that it gets skipped. No, okay, no, well, hold up. Who just said that there? Nothing but usurper saying, I've learnt 2 things today, one of which sounds stupid. You are not stupid. At least not based on the lure thing alone, okay? We've already demonstrated that half of everyone didn't even notice. Not just you, half of everyone in the poll didn't notice. You are not alone. If anything, considering it was 51%, that puts you in the average, right? The average person, according to the poll, did not notice. That doesn't make you stupid. It means I have to reevaluate what I consider obvious, but it doesn't make you stupid. What poll? Poll went out just a moment ago, Time Water Appler. Only lasted a minute. There's the poll on how many people knew about the fact that the nodes on Lure were shaped like a crescent moon before I just showed that. Despite the fact that we have gone to Lure many a time, and I've spent many a time just kind of paused in navigation whilst we talk one thing or another, today is the first time for at least 21 people, and according to the poll, half of everyone watching, to discover what that actually is. Yeah. I'd say wisdom is my dumb stat in character creation. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. In character creation, my dumb stat was, believe it or not, charisma.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Followed almost immediately by strength. One of those I've worked on. Considering that my arms are still 2-dimensional, I could slip through the cracks between the pages in a book. You can tell it was not the strength I worked on. It was not the strength I worked on. That guy on Twitch asking for some rock music instead of some synth? Yeah, sure. I'm going to assume you meant instrumental because you didn't pick either. There we are. And that is how I contribute whilst changing the music. I just press 4 and let stuff happen. I keep on thinking I've got glaive grids now. There's something immortal over there. It's kind of annoying, but I'm just going to use it to chain into everything nearby. Seriously, what is making this immortal? I don't know what is making this immortal, but I'm just going to roll with it. This is... yeah. I'm asking, do you have a dump stat if they're all below 8? If you believe that all of your stats are below 8, you are suggesting that you are not just behind the average person in literally everything, unlikely, but that you are so significantly behind everyone in everything that even certain animals would just completely outdo you. And I again don't believe that. Bear in mind that if you're referring to all aids, I'm assuming you're referring to the D&D 5e system. This is the biggest and most widely used system in RPG, paper RPG this time. I'm just going to spin for a bit. Just going to spin. As I was saying, I think of it this way, Ken, you have a community that's willing to be honest. True. Very true, yes. I really do appreciate honesty. Honesty, openness, and a willingness to try and learn. Those are all very good features to have. You do not become a better person without them. Simply not possible. Hey, congrats, Savage. Got yourself your first Tenet weapon. Nice. Hope it's one that you enjoy using. I would say I've been bested by a great many a seal at the beach. I can safely say they have a high average wisdom and dexterity score than me. I mean, that's one thing. You will beat a seagull in a wit of intelligence, charisma, strength, and constitution every day of the week. Pretty much their passing abilities are dexterity and wisdom. That's what they've got. If they lack in wisdom, they can't find the food first, and they'll get snatched by a cat. If they can't get the dexterity, they can't snatch the food from unwitting tourists. They have to have that. Nama hacking is much easier with a mouse? Oh yes. Oh yes indeed, Nama hacking is substantially easier with a mouse. I say that having never used controller for hacking of it, but I can tell you already I'd hate it. Truly. Missing it. Cheers. Remember to asking, intelligence versus wisdom, which is better? That's an interesting question. I mean, if you have to pick between the two, it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you're in an area where you can expect survival to be a question, frankly, are you at likely risk? If you are not able to perceive properly, then obviously wisdom will be the pick. You could be uninformed but aware and survive. If you are informed but can see jack shit or don't notice it coming, then you're the smartest dead man. But if you are in a circumstance where your survival can be guaranteed, if you're in a society, for example, then wisdom itself loses its value. Because wisdom is the measure of perceptiveness in D&D, or D&D terms. Not using wisdom out of the Oxford Dictionary, using wisdom as one of 6 stats in Dungeons & Dragons, and a lot of RPGs that use the same. So wisdom is your ability to see, your ability to hear, your ability to get a vibe from the world, from the people around you. The ability to get a feeling. Yeah, that crispness. It's going to be rain tomorrow. That's high wisdom. Intelligence, however. Intelligence is looking up the clouds. Seeing the streak there, you. Yep, that's a thunderstorm. That is analysing. Intelligence is being able to analyse what has been perceived, to piece together the details that cannot just be observed. Wisdom is feeling a draft in an odd location. Intelligence is piecing together the fact that it's actually a hidden door. And there, that bit there disguised as just a bit of decor, it's the button that opens it. That is intelligence in D&D. Bam Bam saying wisdom is learned, intelligence is already there. Nope, wrong. Absolutely wrong. Still waiting for a D&D stream from Ken. Alright, you know what, actually, this is a good time to pitch to you guys. It's Friday, it's a variety thing. Let's pitch it to you guys as an idea. I've been bouncing around with the idea of creating all of the Warframes as monsters in D&D, because you see, if you create them as player classes, I'll be quite honest with you, balancing that is just going to piss off everyone. It's not going to fit into the class system, it's not going to work for players, it's just going to suck. But as monsters, I think I could make it work. I'm saying you better be able to counter Mesmerskin, counterspell Mesmerskin, or we're screwed. I mean, it would have to be a spell, wouldn't it? I'm going to say we get to be Tarask to balance it out. I mean, if you consider the power level of a level 20 wizard, a Tarask is nothing. Which system? Assume D&D which edition? D&D 5th edition. I do it in 5th edition because that is one I'm most well versed in. With or without helmet? I would focus on without helmet first. Warframe's monsters, you better be able to play as a mower. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are animal kin races in D&D, so mower, bird person. In bird culture, Warframe's considered a dick move. It's possible. You could do it. Cast host migration. I'll put that in the optional extras, you know? That's... Elliot, that was a good one. Oh dear. Alright. So I take it a few of you are interested. Let me just arrange my bits and pieces here. Let me just do this correctly. Let me make sure I got my screen correct here. So if I were to do something a little bit like, oh, I don't know, this. Let me just zoom you in a little bit on the kind of stats here. Excalibur Initiate, medium monstrosity, neutral evil. With its armor class, its stats, slash dash. Because this is a very basic one, he's only learned slash dash. Something like this. How does that sound? With a bit of a redefined lore to fit them into D&D so they can just be dropped in. Would you be interested in a stream where I worked on designing more pages for this? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. I'm glad this is not another 50-50 response. Speed is only 30 foot per round. The base speed is only 30 foot per round, brother only. However, bullet jump here. Once per turn, Excalibur may jump into a bullet jump, jumping as if they had run up, able to cover twice the distance. So, when they jump, add in a dash, now they can bullet jump to go further. With a 32 foot horizontal, that is a huge horizontal. Huge horizontal right there. And this is an initiate, this is a basic level. This is an Excalibur that hasn't even got to level 5. So you imagine what the high level ones would be. This is one that's supposed to be a challenge for a party that hasn't even unlocked Fireball. This is challenger rating 3. These are peeps. This is to face up against a party of 4 people who have only just got things like Scorching Ray. I think at this point, yeah, isn't level 3 where the Paladin gets their subclass? You don't know much about D&D, but it looks dangerous? It's meant to look dangerous. It's meant to look dangerous. And with the kind of down-to-earth theme that Warframe has at the lower levels, having a longsword and kunai as your weapons actually just fits into D&D. Actually just kind of works for me. Warframes were trained by a long-lost civilization. As a result, a Warframe has capabilities and skills unknown to modern civilizations. They have ways to bypass all defenses, move unseen, or cause the very ground beneath your feet to churn as they act. Guess which Warframes I'm talking about there. As their teachers are gone, such skills are nigh impossible to learn now. No bow for the Paris? Oh, Brother Oni. Brother Oni. That would be a higher level Warframe. This is only challenge rating 3. At higher levels, you give them different weapons. It's usually disadvised to give your simpler monsters more than 2 weapons. Even this is complicated for a challenge rating 3 creature because I want Warframes to at least be interesting. But obviously you can't just keep piling on lots of stuff. We players, we have 3 weapons and 4 or more abilities at all times. More weapons if you count in heavy weapons as well. Like, that'd be crazy. Would language be common for a Warframe in this context? Yes, language would be common because they still needed to have a way to communicate with their masters and whatnot. They communicate with the Lotus, for example. So I give their language as common because they can recruit companions and allies. They do communicate. Who would be at the top of the danger list? The idea here is where I was going was not to have one frame be weak and one frame be strong, but instead to have all frames come in a few variants. In Dungeons & Dragons, there are 4 tiers of play. Tier 1 is your local heroes, and that's levels 1 to 4, I want to say. Tier 2 is Heroes of the Kingdom, so that is levels 5 to 10. And so on and so forth, Tier 3 and Tier 4. So this is a Tier 1 enemy. This would be the kind of thing to be troubling a local town. The local mayor is like, can someone please get rid of this thing? Like, it is tearing people apart, taking their stuff and shoving it in its arsenal, just make more weapons. Kill it! What about primed Warframes? Again, same case. Same case. Imagine running into Hydroid in the open ocean. Oh, yes. You run into Hydroid out in the ocean. You run into a Hydroid Prime. You have Initiate, Adept, Master, and Prime. You run into a Hydroid Prime out in the open ocean, or perhaps in the plane of water. That's a threat that even the trats would go, you know what, mate, I'm busy today. I've got stuff to do being not dead. Yeah, they're murdy and nasty. Would Umbra have special abilities? I don't know that I would include Umbra in this, because I'm treating all Warframes as being sentient creatures in themselves, so Umbra wouldn't really fit into this design concept. Would Howard incorporate Nidus mutation stacks? I probably wouldn't, because that is built around more endurance gameplay. D&D doesn't support endurance gameplay. A typical D&D fight is balanced around everyone having 3 turns. Combat over. A boss fight will be looking at more than that, but not enough for you to be generating stacks. So instead it'll be more about abilities which are cast and countered, tactics, that kind of thing. But yeah, so there is a thing, chat. It is a thing. I mean, obviously it's a thing I had a sample to just bring up on discussing it. Don't ask how long that's been sat there, but yeah, it's an idea I'm bouncing around. I would need to find the time to work on it further, and that's where, if you guys are down for a stream of it, I'll put it into the list of options to vote on. I'll put it on the list of options for the Sports D Lounge to vote on for next Friday. Just so I'll give you all that little teaser of an idea. So with the Warframes have the possibility of being both enemies or allies? Well, I mean, the allies section there does suggest that they'll have companions at times if the needs are significant for them. They're typically monsters though, so getting them onto your side is going to be about as easy as getting a chromatic dragon on your side. Try and get a black or green or red dragon to go, yeah, sure, I'll work with you. I want Warframes to feel on the level of the same CR for dragons. I want them to feel like techno dragons in that kind of sense. The growing ability, the growing threat, the desire for a treasure hoard, but in their case a treasure hoard of exotic weapons, armor, and materials to make more in their foundries. Definitely not a friend. They're not designed as friends. I don't want them to be turned into friends. If other people do that for their own stuff, I can't stop you at that point. But I wouldn't make them as friends. I'd make them as terrors. You'd be seeing them finally from the perspective of the Grineer and the Corpus. And the players themselves in a D&D campaign, they're kind of like Xmas. You know, they're beefed up, they have their special stuff. But they face a dragon, they kind of go, shit. Oh shit. What do we do? And the Warframe answers, die. Yeah. When Warframe D&D release, you have to learn the D&D rules. Oh, it's worth picking up. You can get the basic rules for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for free. Legitimately for free, that is. It's just part of how they do things. And then you can expand some stuff from there. Oh, in any case, anyone is curious, that release would be entirely for free. Because it is using Warframe IP. It's literally the names and identities of Warframes, using their abilities and whatnot. That is owned by Digital Extremes. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't put a price tag on it. That's just how it goes. So yeah, it'll be completely for free before anyone asks, if I did get around to that. And as I say, it means I would need to find the time to be able to do that. Doesn't D&D have something similar? They're called Warforged? Similar! Yes, similar. Ooh, those things are nasty. Get lasered. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked. I'm just going to spin. Anyone mind if I just spin this mission? I feel like it just kind of works. You know? Yeah, that just works. I think someone else shot it as well, so it's not a proper chest, but looks like it worked. Would Warframes represent a faction in this scenario? So the design I've gone with them is that they are pretty isolated. They can combine forces if there is a serious threat. So they can work with other Warframes. Otherwise, it's mostly a Warframe or a Warframe and its animal companions. Either animals or it might have a small construct. You know, something that we might call a sentinel. But otherwise, the idea and design is that a Warframe is a threat in itself, and it is a dragon-like hoarder. It doesn't need others, it doesn't want others. It used to be a weapon for some ancient civilization, long lost, ancient but powerful. The problem that civilization never seemed to quite get around was the whole, you know, controlling them. So yes, high-level Nyx is a false Hydra. Oh, could you imagine? Just straight up. Like, ah yes, okay, so Mr. Fighter, can you please give me a intelligence saving throws? Like, intelligence? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I rolled a 16, is that good enough? This is a Nyx Prime. If it doesn't start with a 2, it wasn't good enough. No. And you, Mr. Barbarian, can you also give me a saving throw? Oh, I got a 2, that started with a 2. No, double digit 2. Also not good enough. Right, both of you. Nyx has left the battlefield. Oh. Oh, I guess we're fine then. Nyx also just stabbed you. I thought she left. She did leave. How'd she stab me? You don't know. You're too dumb to figure that one out. The wizard can see she just walked up to you and stabbed you, but you just stood there like an absolute lemon. Yeah. That would go very badly for the less aware types, less able to see through the illusions. Another good importance of intelligence is being able to see through illusions. Because whilst wisdom is enough to let you see what's in front of you, intelligence allows you to see that it's wrong. See through illusions. That's part of intelligence, not wisdom. Which is why it's always weird to me that things like hold person or dominate person is wisdom rather than intelligence, because it's like, hang on. It's not changing your ability to perceive, it's changing what you think you can do. It's changing your understanding of who is friend and who is foe. Oh, I ran out of charges for a second there. No, it's fine. It is a pain trying to aim that at high speeds. Did I get one on him? I think I did. I think I can. Oberon is a spirit protector of the forest. Oh, Oberon would absolutely have swarms of animals at his side. I would harken back to the passive they thought about introducing but decided would actually be a bad idea for Oberon. And I would reintroduce it as a homage, and also because, I mean, who else is going to have it? Oberon would absolutely be king of the forest beasts. He would be an evil druid style. God damn, there are so many laser discos out today. Can I even hit it? Yeah, I can hit it. Kind of. If it spins the right way, I can hit it through this clip. Where even is this thing? Oh, it was stood here. It just hovered up into the ceiling. What? Inaros, imagine the sandstorms. Oh, yeah. Inaros, and that's the thing with the Warframes as well. Just piggybacking off that there. We've got Oberon for the forest. We've got Inaros for deserts. Hydroid for the oceans. Warframes already are perfectly suited to fill out environments. You've got Titania, Feywild, perfect. Absolutely perfect pick for the Feywild because they use the same themes. Warframe has become so wide as to grab enough themes from everywhere that there is always another theme to grab. Gara, I would imagine inhabiting, for example, an abandoned or stolen cathedral or something. You know, huge glass stained glass panels and windows, highly decorative things which turn into weapons of hers. When you discover those windows aren't the originals, she mass vitrified them into place and then shatters them. The windows literally explode at you. Could you imagine the terror of fighting that, where she turns the entire cathedral into bombs against you? Cast, thank you. Someone's dying. Do not let people die. Rise and live. Okay, we're good. Maybe I should be memeing a little bit less here. As I say as the operative immediately goes down. I can tank for a bit. I can tank for a bit. I can tank for a bit. It pushed me away! They found out how to defeat my ability to just tank it. Push me away. Monster. Yeah, Atlas would definitely be up in the mountains. There'll be some which might have a predilection to working with certain humanoid groups. Like, for example, Ash might be available for hire for things like Thieves Guilds as an assassin. But he'd have one hell of a price tag and one hell of a temper. Loki, on the other hand, just wrecks your shit because he can. He just hates you. Trinity, imagine Link could go poorly. Oh, yes. Trinity would definitely punish the melee players, because they'll be the ones closest to Trinity. And Trinity just goes, that's cute. As someone who's sensitive to sound, you're scared for Banshee? Banshee silences. That's the thing with Banshee. She's so loud with her shockwaves, but her passive silences everything she does. So you don't hear it, but the shockwaves still just tear you apart inside. Imagine a bomb that is completely silent, but it goes off right next to your face. You don't hear it. You don't hear a damn thing. You just feel it. Oh boy. Warframes are horrifying. Nice maggot summons? Yeah, pretty much. They're the minions, 1 hit point. But immune to damage from successful saves. Using 4E minion strategy there, because the reason 4E minions weren't carried over into 5E was because everyone seemingly went, 4E different, no! And the developers went, oh, oops. Rather than properly assessing which grognards were screaming about what. I actually really liked 4E's design. It had its faults, but it had a lot of positives too. And everyone who's never heard of 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons, which is going to be most of you, this conversation is meaningless to you. Sorry. The 4th edition had some good stuff in. Necros is self-explanatory. Necros would be terrifying. Because first of all, he starts off with the souls he's recently captured. Might just be some local militia or whatnot. But if any one of you go down, he will absolutely reap that person and add them to his collection. A high level Necros. Shadows of the Dead, you know, that's going to be a prime ability. Top tier kind of thing, but bring you up with that. Even just Soul Punch. If he Soul Punches you and then takes you down, your Cleric ain't going to be able to fix that. That's a, you are mine now. And you are now mine and fighting at full power.
The Lords of Tau.
Yeah. Terrifying!
Below them.
No such thing as an open casket funeral and Necros is in the area. I mean, most Warframes in the area, let's be honest now. There's no good funeral when a Warframe's come through. I mean, Revenant here just straight up tears everything apart with lasers. Becomes an intangible wall of death. The mind control group and spread said mind control. Gets one to attack more to attack more. And they start doing something. Okay, that was a very bad demonstration, but you know, I tried. There we go, now they're moving. My plague is spreading. I keep thinking I have Blade Primal Crit, and I don't. You see, I've just turned 7 of them onto our side, and every time we kill some of them, they will damage others and bring them onto our side, until I'm back up to 7. Is this a friendly one? This is a friendly one! We got a friendly laser! Oh yeah, I think the friendliness ran out. Oh wait, no, that's a friendly one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not friendly disco, not friendly. I mean, I don't know how many of you have ever heard that sentence before. Not friendly disco. There you go. Which would be another to get a million actions per turn because of haste mode. I mean, it would just be haste. It would be the haste spell, really, wouldn't it? But imagine a rune that could repeatedly apply the haste spell effect to anyone that steps onto the rune. You think of the tactics you can employ there. When the players figure out that if they step onto the rune, they also get the bonus. So they too want to be using it. Because of course you need to open up options for the players to use the environment more, rather than just seeing stuff and going, well, that's not going to help us. Not for any disco, you mean Octavia? Good ref. Oh, they died too quick. I need someone who's not about to die. Anyone over here not about to die, please? You there, you don't instantly die. Join my cause. And you should also join my cause. Come, my sentience. Let us convert. And you go straight for the other sentience. I dig it. Now, convert them. Convert them. Don't get wailed on. What the fuck are you doing? Convert them! Thank you. Oh, it took its time. Took its time. Oh, yes, Moose. And of course, a high-level Wisp would understand that nullifying the haste on enemies that try to pick it up would absolutely be a problem for them. That's another thing that the DM can pull out on them. Well, I want the Xmas on my side. Join my team. Wait, is that one the last one?
They've got me. Tenno, help!
Do you get nullifiers on your side? No, that'll be counterspell. Or anti-magic zones. Like, the eye, the central eye of a, what do you call it? Of a beholder is basically a nullifier. Can you enthrall overguarded enemies? Good question. I think so. Let me find one. My enemy radar is now broken, so I have no idea where everything is. Because for once I'm not using the enemy radar aura. We'll find out. We're talking about Warframe inspired TTRP? RPG? We're talking about the Warframes as monsters for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Which is something I've been mulling over creating. I've already done a sample. And it seemed a lot of people here got excited about the concept being taken further. So I can do that. I need to find the time. I can do that. Be scary? Hell yeah, it'd be scary. That's the entire point. If you always play as the powerful things, it actually kind of gets a little bit mundane, I'll be honest with you. It reaches a point where you're like, oh yeah, I suppose I can cast like 20,000 missiles per second. Oh yeah, I just lift up into the air, summon 6 bones myself, fire javelins that just tear people apart. It's pretty cool. Now imagine being on the other side of that. Also, where is an Xmas unit? Please, just one. And not these things. Every time I see one of these, I want to convert it. Thank you. Woohoo! Oh, that just grabbed a whole bunch of them at once. Thank you. Works for me. Let me just get rid of you. Oh, and it's just given me 7 more already. Let me try it again. Yep, nope, they're all on my side. Ah, I got too many now. There we are, 4 thralls. Okay, let me find an Xmas unit somewhere. There must be one nearby because there is a health zone. There. Wait, no, not there. I thought I saw one. No. No. God damn it, not having enemy radar sucks. Ah! Leech Xmas, no overguard left. Damn it. Any Riven on Amprex? Yes, my Amprex does have a Riven. It's not the most powerful a Riven could be. Because the Amprex doesn't have the most amazing disposition, but it is still a Riven. Whoever's armor stripping, you're doing the Lord's work. Okay, let's just stop this thing trying to run away from us. There we go. Now it has no idea it needs to try and survive. I'll just reload whilst it dies. Job done. Let's bring up Urali, but trying to get her off Merlina could be a fun mechanic. Could you imagine? Yeah. Like, you'd want to try and grapple her off it, basically. You'd try and chuck her off it. Might even make it where Merlina acts as a self-aware mount with a psychic link to Urali, so that if you take Urali off of Merlina, Merlina will come to her rescue and try to get her back on. You think like the Magic Carpet Aladdin, having that kind of sentience and awareness and dedication to the owner. Without the sass. It's the evil, self-centered construct of war, after all. You know. How would mods work? Mods wouldn't be necessary. Mods just don't matter if it's a monster. It's just a monster. The monster works how the monster works. Mods are irrelevant. It has abilities, and you fight those abilities. You know what, I'm just gonna... Ooh, nearly lose all of my charges. Just gonna bring these all onto my side. Look at that. Just got control everywhere. Ah, you. Ability not ready. Shit. Ah, here's an Xmas unit I could test on, but I didn't have enough thrall capacity left. Armor stripping versus players? Absolutely. Yeah, your AC is set to 10 whilst this is in effect. You're like, 10? I have full plate armor and I have dexterity. Why is my armor 10? It's 10 now. Deal with it. you just wonder, what the fuck have we got ourselves into, guys? AC of 10 in a CR15 fight? How are we going to live? Would Warframes have 2 phases a la spoiler mode? I would not introduce spoiler mode for Warframes, no. It's one thing as player characters, but for multiple reasons. One, spoilers. For those who would be introduced to Warframe through the D&D supplement, that would actually be a major spoiler. 2, I don't really like the concept of child warriors. I don't. It's a plot line in Warframe, fine. It's still absolutely disgusting. If I can not continue having child warriors, child soldiers, conscripted child soldiers, yeah, pass. Just big old pass on that one. Stromatos, cheers. A new mod? What? Wait, isn't that a Conclave only mod? I don't know. Surely not, no. So you're hidden as a Vara for hunt? Yes, we all want to be invis. We all want to be invis on this next bit. Grendel having a pocket dimension dungeon stomach you need to fight through to exit. I'd just go the route of any other creature that can swallow creatures, except worse. Yeah, imagine something like what's it called? Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion, except it's more, hey, you're in a stomach, you're dying. What if I stay as Rhino? Nope, not good enough, Karakop. Not good enough, because the enemies will be shooting at you, and when they miss you, they hit me and kill me. That is not good enough. When the Archon tries to kill you, it activates an AoE ability, which kills me. Not good enough. Invis or quit. That's why we're doing this. Yeah, Ladybug, I'm willing to give them one last opportunity, because last time I didn't say, yo, go invisible. Cosmo preempted that and suggesting they'll be going invisible. So, you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. If they fuck it up, it's solo. Alright, cool. So that's loadout. That's loadout. I think that was the right loadout. Yeah, that's the one, that's the one. I need the glaive back up. I need this to be on Vazarin. And I have got grab satellite, and I have fixed it from last time. It now has suppress on there. The whole setup is correct this time. I don't have an Avara build for this, FOI. Just stay invis with silenced weapons. There we are, easy peasy. See, we set this up. Do I use loadouts? If not, why not? I did use loadouts, and then it reached a point where I kept on changing things and doing different bits and whatnot, that I was actually breaking loadouts because they'd be attached to certain weapons, doing certain things. It was all just going wrong. So I did have loadouts. Now, the only loadouts there are actual loadouts on here are my Articulars, which I have in my Orbiter for decoration purposes, and Prophet Taker to remind me which ones I use for my Prophet Taker. That's it. The rest of these are just things that have kind of happened and then been forgotten. Because they're too easy to break. It's too easy. Thought, if warframes are flesh that can become metal-like substances, can you heat metal them? I don't know if heat metal allows you to cast it on a creature that is metallic. I have to know now. Zom, damn you. Damn you, Zom. I have to find out now. Hold on a second here. Heat metal 5e. Flashbang, sorry. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. You cause the object... Yeah, no. No, it's fine. The warframes wouldn't be targetable because they are creatures. They are not objects. So no. Allows you to cast it on their armor. It's built into them. It's infested growth. It would annoy your players to learn that. Anyone who's not played Warframe will probably be like, excuse me, what the fuck? No, that's cheating. No. This is genuinely how it works. This is grown. This is like a scorpion. So, no. It's part of them. That armor is grown out of them. Corpses are objects, though. Corpses, if not animated, are objects, yes. If there is a soul persisting within the creature, or if there is a replacement for the soul persisting within a creature, it is a creature. Once the soul has lost its control over the body becomes inert and is now an object. That is my assessment of the creature-object distinction. So if you have an animated object that can move around, such as by the spell Animate Objects, they're still objects despite having the ability to act on commands and operate seemingly independently, because there's no soul involved. But a undead creature, there is a replacement for the soul, so it is still acting like there is a soul inside. It's a cursed, a broken one, and that's why most people seem to think the undead are terrible. I agree. But the point remains. Creature, not object. I don't know why I had to choose a different path to someone else, but... yeah. Alright. Evara, Exy, excellent. Let's do this. Hopefully first time. Chockadee saying, Kenjir, when you get to that part of Warframe D&D, remember your early spectres don't cast abilities. See, Chockadee, I can fix the things that DE cards, or don't.
is
I
the
can fix them.
grotesque truth behind Fazul's gospel.
Because I also can develop things when it comes to Warframe D&D. I can develop them, and I can make them my way. Good luck on Tower Forge. You just remind me, we need a prediction for this. Oh, let me stop here a sec. Start prediction. What reward will we get? It's just like a sortie because it's the sortie reward table, but slightly different. What reward do you think we'll get, guys? You've got 2 minutes to make your predictions. This ain't about the Tower Forge, this is about the other stuff that comes alongside it. Are we getting a Riven? Are we getting another Anata sculpture? Are we getting a booster? Oh, I didn't kill that one. Oh, it's got a Magproc, run away! Magproc, Radproc, you know what I mean. Run away!
Amar. He will close the distance shockingly fast.
Okay,
He creates duplicates.
Amar.
Look for the one that is armed.
I used to work with someone called Amar. Ah! One shot. And this heavy gunner's like, yeah, how did you do that? Oh, well, I could demonstrate if you want to come here. I hit him with 1 pellet. That's embarrassing. Ah. It's so good. That guy was just having a while of a time, just spinning on the spot. Oh, hi there. You having fun, mate? You having fun? Over here, over here. Oh, he's dead. Oi. Alright, so this will trigger the fact we need A and B.
Way to us.
Let's see, are them two both going for B? Looks like they are.
Veils should allow you to receive the barrier.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Why go around when I can just go up? You know? Oh, I just caused a fight. That's the only downside of using a radiation weapon. If you don't kill someone, the status proc might kill you. You gotta be very careful about that. Because I have about as many hit points as a wet tissue paper at the moment. And that's not good. You could use heat metal on Chroma? No, no. Still bio-infested. Alright, roar just above the damage, because why not? You, stop running weirdly. Stop it. Messing with me. Damn, that only took 1 shot? Okay. I'll take it, but what? Jump, jump, roll. Easy way to get around. Roly-poly. Yeah, I just simply make the argument in the design that no, they're not eligible for heat metal, they are creatures. I would have to create an appendix of bits and pieces like that for DMs to have a clear understanding or clear rules sets, which of course any DM can ignore if they feel it's unfair, if they feel, nope, heat metal should work on the Warframes. I'll be like, okay, well it's your table, you run it how you want. I gave you the suggestions as to how to run it. You said no. That's absolutely fine. I also do the same in my D&D groups. I run things differently to how they're written. Sometimes it is better that way for my table.
I will not say he deserved better, but I grieve for
You'd still be able to heat metal their weapons, of course, because they're weapons. At which point they then just draw another weapon or use an ability and you're like, oh shit, they've got magic. That is always satisfying. That headshot, by the way. Just line it up and then crunch. It's the sound that it makes that really sells it. The sound of just crunch. More active. Bad guy. No! Okay, so we have to defeat his summons, right? Or is he vulnerable now? How did I not kill him? There we go. Ah, the eternal determination of enemies to look in... the other direction from you to say, I don't know where you are, I didn't just walk towards you, I don't know where you are. It's like, freaking, just stand still, you don't know I'm here. Heat metal their weapons, they now do flame damage. I mean, the Warframes might just hold on to a heat metal weapon out of spite. That's a possibility. Might just go, fuck you, I'll take the damage, now I'm going to wreck your face with it. Bitch please, I've got adaptation, I'm a prime. Wouldn't that mess with players? Adaptation. If a Warframe takes damage from the same damage type twice, it gains resistance to a damage type. If it is hit by that damage type 3 more times, it gains immunity. Could you imagine? Hey! It's outforged! And a drop chance booster. Okay, get some interesting bits and pieces here. Drop chance. A booster. 4 people thought a boost would happen. Only 50 spanners put in on that, which means... Oh, sorry, 80 spanners total. 50 by Zerzak. Derzak, you're getting a return of 93.38. Let me just calculate that. You gambled 50 spanners, you're getting back 4,669, apparently. Derzak, that's a win right there for you. That is indeed a win right there. Booster it is. So we've had a booster and a former today from Sorty and Archon Hunt. Those are unusual pickups. Look at that. See, this is why you should always put in a prediction, guys. You never know what it's going to be. Does that just turn 50 spanners into thousands? Xenova saying, dang, I just joined here, felt boosters were it. Oh, did you gamble on the booster as well? I mean, if you gambled on it, enjoy your spanners. If you gambled even 10 of them, you just got back, what's that? Yeah, nearly 1,000. That's a win. You didn't have enough spanners spare? You always have enough spanners. If you can gamble with as little as 1 spanner. I think 10 is the recommended minimum, but yeah. You only need 10 to gamble. Literally only 10. You're saying gamble 10? Yeah, there you are. You can gamble 10. Absolutely splendid. Very, very nice return. And thank you, Cosmo and Korokop, for helping out on the missions there. Appreciate it. I still think Tau Forge system is absolutely stupid and shouldn't be continued in Warframe. Just to go on a little bit of a rant here. You guys have been around, you know what I'm saying here. I'm going to repeat it. For those of you who missed out on it. In terms of Tau Forge, I think I've got one in a frame somewhere. Let me check. Hold on, I must be missing someone somewhere. Was a shard Tau Forge? Yep, I got a Tau Forged one today, Serenitas. I just got a Tau Forged. Let me see, what are my other frames that have shards in? Can I sort by shards? If I search by form account, will it count shards by chance? No. Okay. Okay, so I've got one in my Mesa. And my Mesa has a Tau Forged. So I've got one there. Let's see. I've got one in my Rhino, which is a standard. And my Banshee, which is a standard. These were testing ones. So yeah, 2 standards, 1 Tau Forged there. And I've got 2 standards, 2 Tau Forged. So that is 7 shards. 1 I picked up from Carl's Garrison. So out of 6 shards, I've got 3 Tau Forged. I've got 50% rather than 20%. 50%. Now with that in mind, chat, with that in mind where I say I've got 50%, I'm well above average in terms of lucky when it comes to Tau Forged, I don't agree with the Tau Forged system. I think it is a bad idea. And it's very simple on that. In every other RNG system in Warframe, in all of them, what you can do is simply keep trying. For many of them, you can simply trade with someone else. So if you are trying to get a prime part, you run the relic, you don't get the part, okay, go run the relic again. Run out of relics, alright, go get some more relics. You can keep going. Fed up of doing that? Fine, you can buy it off someone else. That's absolutely available to you. Same with trying to get hold of mods. If there's things which are untradeable, you're trying to get Warframe parts from assassinations, didn't get the part you needed, that's fine, run it again. Imagine if instead, every single assassination mission only dropped any one given part for a whole week. And if that week, your one that you need isn't available, the game just goes, try again later. You'd be pissed. You would be rightfully and absolutely pissed. Missania, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome very much. Welcome very much? What was that? Still ill. Thank you very much for joining onto the channel. Enjoy your lovely blue badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and your access to a supporter tea lounge over on the Discord. Make sure you connect up your account for that. In fact, that goes to all of you who are subscribed. Only about a quarter, in fact, I think it's less than a quarter of people who are subscribed on Twitch are actually connected to the supporter tea lounge over on Discord. 3/4 of you are missing out on a core part of your subscription benefit here. I mean, hey, less work for me, you know? If you want to make my life easy, go ahead and do it. I'll just interact with the ones who want to take my time up. But yeah, you got it there available. Connect your accounts up. It's part of your subscription already. Use it. Get that value out of Amazon's Prime, you know? Before they take it away or something. God knows they might do that. Highlighted message from Vlad. Sorry I didn't get it straight away. How would Railjack work? Imagine getting attacked by Captain Sevagoth of the Void Sea and his pirates while fighting a Hydroid Kraken. I mean, the Railjack as a thing could work and could be integrated into D&D. I don't think it would need its own thing. Rather, Sevagoth Void having a ship that travels the void in weirdy, schmeardy ways. Honestly, that just fits into the astral plane to me. The astral seas already exist in D&D, they are a thing. Sevagoth could be one of the warframes that dominated that area. A literal dragon construct of the astral sea that even the Gith fear. I'd leave it over there. But I wouldn't need to spend the time fleshing out a Railjack when there's still 50 warframes and 4 variants of each to cover first. That's 200 monsters to create, you know? It'll take a little bit. Gonna take a little bit. Just reskin Spelljammer? All the Spelljammer, yeah, true. If you want to extend beyond the very core D&D settings, if you want to expand beyond that, yeah, absolutely, there's that stuff too. Or if you just want to keep it terrestrial, as Grand Ladybug mentions, Ghost Ship Story, just come to life, yeah. You could literally just go with a ghost ship out in seas. Hydroid is the one that sunk it, Sevagoth is the one that came after. There's loads of options there. But there aren't options for Tau Forged Shards. If you don't get a Tau Forged, what it means is you ran the mission, you succeeded the challenge, you didn't die during the mission, no revives, you went through all of that extra hardship, you got to the end of it, and the game went, cool, I'm going to give you a worse reward. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. If you don't get a Tau Forged, the game just gave you the middle finger, didn't give you any way to change that, and doesn't allow you to try again. It doesn't allow you to upgrade it. It doesn't allow you to do anything. It just says no. Or to some people it says yes, more than it should. In fact, you know, I'm ranting, and you know what? It's a valid rant, so I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it. Let's do this. Let's get mathematical about this, guys. Here's one of the websites I use to help me out with this kind of stuff. In fact, this is from a previous calculation in exactly this. Can I zoom this in a bit? I can. That's a lot better. Okay, you guys should be able to see this a lot more easily on your screens now. This code probably just looks like code to you, but basically it's saying on 10 runs, where you've got a 1 in 5 chance of getting it and a 4 in 5 chance of not getting it, how many will get it? So in those 10 runs of trying to get a Tau Forged Shard, how many people will get how many shards? This is what this is actually asking. In 10 runs, over 10% of people, just over 10% of people, will have 0 Tau Forge shards. They did nothing wrong. They played 2.5 months of Archon missions just like you and me, and 10% of people will get 0 Tau Forge shards for no reason other than the game said no. Bear in mind that more than 10% of people, this is what, 10, 11, 12, actually it's about, 12% of people will have 4 or more Tau Forge shards, despite the fact that the average rate is only supposed to be, well, the average shouldn't be 2, it'd be 2, 2. Oh yeah, it'd be 2, yeah. Yeah, 20%, not 25%, yeah. The average would be dead on 2, but there'd be more people with over 4 shards than there would be with less than 1. But the point is that when the average year 2, sure, there's 30% of people on that 2. 37% of people get less than that. Why? Why are we telling 37% of people, fuck you? 10% of people, ultra fuck you? What kind of design is that? Let's run this for an entire year, shall we? 52 weeks. Bam. In 52 weeks, 0.01%. Is that rounded? Oh, it's rounded down. 0.01%. That is 1 in 10,000 people will have only managed 1 shard in an entire year. 1 Tau Forge shard in an entire year. Bear in mind that the average is supposed to be 10.4. Supposed to have 10 shards, 1 in 10,000 people only get 1. Even fewer still will get 0. That's really, really unlikely, but still will affect someone eventually. Here is the average. Here's all the people unlucky for no good reason. And then here are the people lucky because other people get unlucky. And you see, the really high luck, it's just not happening. You know, we've got all these zeros here, it's just not happening. So the luck kind of stops about here. And that's it. That's the trade-off. Less than half of people will have better than average luck. Like, oh, hey, I got a few extras. Cool, that works for me. Sure, nice. Okay, that works. 1 in 10,000 people getting 22 Tau Forged across the year. They're like, damn, yeah, that works for me. Meanwhile, that same number of people are like, why did I only get 1 in the entire year? I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. There have been calls that have gone around, some people suggesting, well, what they could do is make it where you could turn, say, 2 or 4 of these shards into a Tau Forge. I'm like, sorry, no. We can only get 2 of these a week. 1 from the Archon Hunt and 1 from Carl. Why would someone have to give up 4 weeks worth of rewards just to get the same thing one person got by chance? That's not fair. I'm not okay with that one either, no. The fairest solution I've seen, sticking to DE's idea of a 20% drop rate, the fairest solution I've seen is to have it where every Archon Hunt you get 1 normal shard, no Tau Forge, just normal shard, and you get 1 fragment, or whatever else they want to call it. And then with 1 shard and 5 fragments, you can turn a chosen shard into a Tau Forged. Bam, done. There you are. Everyone gets 1 in 5 Tau Forged. Easy. And I know part of the reason against that, it's a reason that developers will not want to talk about. I don't know if it's the case in DE's case, or if they're just bad at designing things. But I know why many game companies will use the strategy that is in-game rather than a fragment-based approach. And that's because RNG keeps you playing. That's a fact. It keeps you trying to pull. Because it might happen this time. Flip the coin. It might happen this time. Flip the coin. Pull the lever. You know, press the button on your Skinner box. Keep trying. FOMO? No, it's not FOMO. I'm saying it. It's not FOMO. It's not the fear of missing out. It's the possibility of success. Why don't they make it that after killing... What NPC is it? Let me get to Codex. Just so I can say this sentence fully. I go to here, mods. This really is the easiest way for me to do this right now. Mission overload, there's the one. Okay, why don't they make it so that if you kill 1,000 Drekar Butchers, you get a condition overload? Achievement unlocked, you get a condition overload, this is a repeatable achievement. Why don't they make it that way? Instead, the way it works, I don't know if it's 1,000, it's a big number, I don't think it's actually 1,000. Instead, every Drekar Butcher you kill, or any one of these enemies you can see at the bottom of the screen, every single one has a chance of dropping condition overload. Each time it could be the one. Each individual time it could be the one. Will cost a lot of database. That's another way of looking at it, Bliker. And again, there are other ways around it where you could skip the database issues by having a token-based system, by having a purchase-based system, by having a more comprehensive and workable transmutation-based system. You're very right. A database size issue is absolutely an issue in game development. You're very right there. But that is not why this is the solution that games go for. They go for RNG because if you keep trying, the very next try could be the one. Well, okay, you didn't get it this time, but the very next try could be the one. Okay, you did, but the very next try. Now, Warframe mostly avoids that issue through the other systems it has in place. I mentioned transmutation, that is one of them. You can take all of these failed tries of mods that you've got and don't need, and you'd be like, oh, let's transmute them and see what I get. 4 ammo drums? No, it's now a redirection. Okay, I didn't gain anything there, but you know, it was demonstrative. It has a way around stuff there. I've made a whole video on just how powerful transmutation is, because it is seriously goddamn powerful. If you have 1 million credits to burn, and let's face it, getting credits is not that hard. I don't even try and have 39 million now. If you have credits to burn, transmutation can absolutely revolutionize your mod system if you've not done that before. Or even if you have, it can still get you a load of good stuff. We have trading in this game. We have various mechanics that make it where the RNG element is suppressed. And push come to shove, the worst case scenario, you keep killing that butcher, or the equivalent thereof. You keep trying. You get there eventually. Maybe. And it keeps you going. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. And if you sign up to Warframe, you're signing up to that process. We all accepted it. It's how you farm regular Warframes, it's how you farm Prime Warframes, it's how you farm basically almost everything. Certain elements aside, like Warframes you purchase from shops like the Dojo, or from syndicates like you get Lavos. Those ones aside, most of everything is an RNG drop. But these Tau Forge shards, you can do nothing about it. Absolutely nothing about it. And that's a line too far. That is a line too far. That is ridiculous. That is anti-player. And that's going to cause a lot of people to wonder why the hell they're wasting their time with it. These may look like small bonuses to some people, like, oh, well, how much difference does 150 health really make? It's like, hang on. You're looking at 150 health, you're looking at one of the objectively worst options. Now let's look at the strength, shall we? Oh, hey, look, I could put 15% ability strength. I could put on an entire power drift mod in a single Archon shard. If I put on 2 of these Archon shards, I have Intensify. But if you don't have Tau Forge, it's going to take 3 of them. Carrots on a stick? Oh, that's much more than carrots on a stick. It's nonsensical to treat your players so differently that after 10 runs, 10% of them just don't have a single Tau Forged. What's that about? How is that engaging? How is that supposed to be fun? To watch your friends go and do the missions, and they're coming away with Tau Forged. You do it 10 times over, and you find out you're one of the 10%. You go, oh, fuck me then for trying. How? Why? Who looked at that and thought, yeah, that is a great idea. This is how we're going to make our players happy. By telling them, you did the exact same mission, the exact same way, you did it right. Fuck you. I enjoy Warframe. I wouldn't be a content creator for Warframe if I didn't enjoy Warframe. It is a wonderful game, but some of the decisions, like this one here, is definitely those kind of decisions that you say, why did you make that decision? And I don't think we've heard a why about Talforged. We've heard why about a lot of different things they've done, and this is one of those where once again I go back to the same question of why. What is the design principle here that makes Talforged a thing? What is the design principle? Because I'm not seeing a good one. I'm not seeing a good one. We talk about the stock cap too, 105 per week, and it's 90 to shards. Oh, that's a grind, yeah. I mean, on that case, it's basically saying, hey, if you skip a shard, you can have basically everything you want. Also, we have to go to a drifter camp each time. For those of you who don't use a drifter camp, the drifter camp is basically a relay. But sure, why not? I'll arrive at the relay, go through the weird door, turn around, travel through the rest of the relay to get to the NPC I want to talk to. I treat this place as a relay. Whatever on that side. But yeah, if you if you skip an Archon shard at 90 stock, then yeah, you can pick up yourself a bunch of other bits and pieces. Although not like huge amounts. To get the full Stein Axe, that's going to take a while. And I've got 130 stock because in the weeks before we could get the shards, well, I didn't need to pick up the Agrit, Aphentis, or Slatera. I got those as part of what DE offers to content creators so that we can demonstrate those weapons. I hadn't got around to that. So those were given freely to me by DE, full disclosure. That's why I haven't picked up those as yet from here. If I did, that would cost me 30, 60, 120, I'd be down to 10 stock. And so today, I'd get 105 stock, 90 of it would go there, I'd be on 25 stock. And then I'll be on 40. And then 65. Hey, I've got the new optics. I'm on 5. Here we go again. 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks. 6 more weeks. It adds up. Or you skip the shards. Skip 3 shards, you can have the full Stein Axe. Oof. Cannot be obtained any way faster other than buying it. Slows this down. That does feel rough, I agree. That does feel rough. Mild spoiler, the missions start to repeat. Oh, I know. I know. Anyway, seeing as I do have the spare stock, I might as well get this now, just in case I might forget. Let's do that straight away.
See you later.
You bought Stein Axe with Plat because you didn't want to skip shards? Makes sense. Alright, anyway, I've done enough ranting. I keep ranting about the Talforged system. I'm going to rant more about it until it changes, because it is a stupid system, frankly. It is not player-friendly. It is not a positive system, and I say that as someone who is benefiting from how broken it is. I will continue to moan about it. Brother only asking, does your position as a content creator give you any special access to DE to help you raise concerns like the shard system? No. My position, as it were, as a content creator basically means that I create more noise. You know, if you post onto Reddit and Reddit doesn't upvote it, then your post is dead. If you post onto a Discord and 50 million other messages get posted that day and yours just slips off the end of it, no one ever notices it. When I post a video, it almost universally gets noticed. At least by those most dedicated to Warframe stuff. I am at a point where my stuff does get noticed. When I put out a video about the AoE situation, someone from DE caught onto that, caught that there was a graphical issue I raised, which was different from what a lot of people were saying at the time, and they came to the stream for asking for more information on it. That did happen, yeah. But then, for example, with the augments that got revamped, And the Hydroid augment, the one for his first ability that brings down the rain, the name of it has literally just left me. Tempest Barrage. Corroding Barrage, that's the augment. Corroding Barrage, they revamped it by adding 100% ability strength, but to Tempest Barrage only, which had the sole effect of increasing the damage of the ability by a few hundred. And it left me just wondering, who the fuck went, oh, I'd used Corroding Barrage, if only I did 300 more damage. I raised that point, I said, why not give it more range, or make it where it removes the charge time and makes it an instant cast as well as the corrosive bit. You know, maybe that would make it more worthwhile. I passed that feedback directly to them because they made a post about it all, and nothing changed. So no, I don't have a special access. I'll be quite honest with you there. Content creators do have connection with DE in some way. We can speak to them about certain things, but we're at the end of the day content creators, not designers. If they want to go ahead with an augment change, which makes absolutely no sense to anyone, they will go ahead with an augment change that makes no sense to anyone. If someone does find that the buff to damage to Corroding Barrage is actually worthwhile to them, show me your build. I'll see if you're talking shit. Right, I really am going to have to stop rambling. Let's see. Carl mission. What do we got here? Don't die. I'm not rambling. I'm not ranting. Nope. Get 5 kills within 3 seconds. Okay. Not ranting. Not ranting. Find the extra... Find that... Please hydrate. Oh, Chocodika, I'm so sorry. Cheers. Yeah, have a mega hydrate. There we are. You and Karakop, you just finished off my tea. There we are. Find 10 things hidden about the map. With no loot radar. With no golden instinct. With no bullet jump. With no nothing like that. Also complete the mission in under 15 minutes, which means we're doing the mission twice. It's a good mission. Why make it unenjoyable? Off we go. Off we go. 5 kills 1 is easy if you don't have the brothers. Yeah, I did that 3 weeks ago when we had this mission the first time. I told the brothers to sit in a corner, I weakened a bunch of units, got them close to dying, and then just absolutely blapped them.
Get in, find the parts Chipper wants, get out.
This a Thumper station. Thumpers all dead.
Alright. Time to start looking around, checking every corner.
Some of your Grenier friends are locked up here.
You found it better this time around? Well, I'm glad you did. I hate pixel hunts. It's not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for finding corpses and being told, oh, sorry, wrong corpse, try again. Yeah. Yeah. But we'll run around and we'll check for everything that could spawn something. You never know. Anything anywhere could be what we're looking for. I could bring up the guide that someone posted on Reddit, which has all of the locations. I don't want to take the risk they missed a location, to be quite honest with you. On top of the fact that I don't want to be referring to a guide and opening my map every couple feet to check if I've gone the right way. I shouldn't have to do that. It's just... After the eye anger, the bridge spawns 5 melee sentients, just blast them. That's an option. I wouldn't feel the need to rant if I weren't passionate about the subject. True, Trekkie, true. In fact, I wouldn't feel the need to rant if I didn't like the game. People don't rant about things they don't care about. If they don't care about it, they just do something else. Absolutely. You experience passcodes are on the cameras? Oh, actually, yeah, the camera's the only way to find passcodes. I've got to look around for the passcodes. Because only the cameras can see them, right? Fuck. Does it feel like there's something here? Wait, that was the wrong button. I was supposed to stun it. There we go. Does it stay stunned now? Or sorry, does it forget that it was angry at me? Yeah, it forgot it was angry at me now. Good. Alright, cool. Yeah, you can stun them with your 3. Activate drone. That'll get it to go investigate. And then we do that. And that locks it out. Cool. And we'll get the password whilst we're at it.
Well done.
Excellent. There we go. Lovely. Alright, now let's check this entire area for things which I've missed. Would need to find. I'll be honest, I didn't know until I had read it on Reddit as well. Because I got the "that was mean" thing from Daughter, but that was when I crouched, so I thought it was just a thing for teabagging. Turns out no, it was. Because you could have done that. Alright, doesn't look like there is anything more I could find in here, so on we go. Aha, there we are, there's a thing.
Goodbye, brother.
Oh, is that it? Oh, that's going to be a password for me to pick up. Oh, so I can see it at the moment. Interesting. If you skip any Carl challenges, you make 0 progress beyond Archon Shard for the week. Yep. If you miss 2 challenges, you can't even buy Archon Shard. Yep. And of course, because Archon Shards are such a time-gated thing, the numbers for how many people are doing the Archon hunts and the Carl missions are going to be really, really high. Because people want the rewards, not the challenges.
Call not get failed again.
Alright then, so. A password. Activate drone. Death. Activate drone. Death. There we are, that got rid of them. Thank you very much. Oh, and I want to get the thing that is behind me. It's not a password, password's the hands. Oh, okay. Then, fair enough. I can't see them well, so I'm in normal mode. And I was just thrown off by something that had a similar appearance to them. Kind of hard to remember. There's a lot to remember at once. Let's have a looky-loo. Anything around here? Seen people saying they're skipping blue Archon hunts at this point. Let alone the one in the shop. I mean, that's going to start to accrue as well, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe that was how D expected it to go, that people would start just skipping certain shards. And so they do the Carl mission, but only some challenges, so then they can buy the shards they want. Or skip shards, and therefore they can buy the Steinax they want. Maybe they just expected some shards to be underwhelming, I don't know. I just feel like spending all this time creating these intricate missions and then going, you know what's the best way to reward people? To make them hunt for every little thing on the mission. Yeah. I just feel like that was the best way to kill the enjoyment of these missions. I could just be running through these missions, enjoying the process of it. But instead I am hunting every nook and cranny for something I might miss. And that just hurts me. That does. Because if you take the missions without them, they're actually quite enjoyable. Yeah, there's only 3 of them, it will get repetitive, but they're enjoyable in themselves. They're a short distraction. 10 minutes a week. Do a bit of car work. Sure beats the 10 minutes you spend on a Clem mission. But no, we got this. We got the pixel hunt. I mean, the cages are better, but given the bland palette, a little bit tight. But the gene stamps, the passwords, ugh, just ugh. Apparently I didn't get that last time. Or maybe I did actually. No, it didn't tell me I unlocked it. Ah, I did get that one last time. I mean, Zom, when I say that it's unenjoyable, I do mean specifically for myself. There are going to be those, like yourself, who do enjoy the map hunts. Fair enough. Zom, is there a game mode you don't like in Warframe? Just out of curiosity first, so we can take it to the next step of that conversation. Is there a game mode you don't like? And I'm sure you can transparently see where I'm going with this. Let's roll with it. Don't need to do the cages this time? What do you mean I don't need to do the cages this time? What a bit you right. So the cages still exist, but they're not actually part of it. It's the passwords, gene stamps, and thumper parts. The cages don't... The easiest thing to find isn't even part of the fucking...
To dust now.
Cool. I'm saying, actually hate survival mostly. Disruption is just kind of annoying for music. Refuse to farm Harrow until it's moved to Cooper survival. Ironic. Defense is slow as hell. Ugh. Interception kind of boring. At least it's short. Very some. Okay. So defense, survival, those more endurance-y ones, not your thing. So, okay, here we go then. So, you're given this mission here. You're given the approach to dealing with the Thumper. However, what you can do, Daughter says, actually, don't rush it through. If we can draw them out, not make them think it's a big deal, just draw out the situation, we can also deplete some of their forces and take down the Thumper. Here's what we do. Daughter says, I'll start hacking this console. You defend the console whilst I mess up their systems and wreck their troops. The longer you can hold it, the better. And your bonus objective becomes 5 waves of defense. Sandwiched into the middle of this mission. 5 waves of defense as Carl. And you can't skip it because it's one of the bonus objectives you need to do. Daughter phrases it as optional, but she forces it in. I mean, yeah, fair enough, Zom. Fair enough. You get the point. They've created a mission, and then they've just gone, you know what's better than just having this mission? Having something completely unrelated to get in the bloody way of it. Yeah. I'm hoping I've not missed any gene stamps. I'm going to just quickly check this area. Surely not. Yep, no, it's fine. I'm going to just check the area up around here. Okay, so gene stamps and then move on to the next bit. I think that'll be this area fully checked. Yeah, I am grabbing them from this side. Password. Get. Any more for any more? No. Let's take out that. Check for any more passwords. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, Glassmaker was not fun either. And again, we thought that as from that, they had pixel hunt after pixel hunt multiple times over there.
Got target.
Jetpack! That's maybe stressful because I hate stuff where you have to find something in an area. Basically this, Cosmo. No, don't go up. It becomes a lot harder to do stuff when you're up like that. There we are.
We go now.
Alright. We have our first wind. Also, we have grenades which absolutely decimate the sentience. Like, how did the Origin system lose a war against these sentients? Look at us. I don't know, mate. Want to join the cause? Give me a few seconds and I'll try again. You're up in the air. Really messes with my aim. How many of them are here? No, don't. Oh.
Not clear here.
Because Chocodika, I turned on the hold setting in the settings, in the accessibility settings. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, you know what? I'm going to take that as a moment to pause and show you that. In accessibility, you've got repeated button presses. Oh yeah, that's on controller. Yeah, repeated button presses, controller and keyboard and mouse. So I should actually have that controller, just on the off chance I use a controller. But yeah, it doesn't work for things like melee, which are also repeated button presses. Fine, whatever. Not really fine, but whatever. But for that specific interaction there, it also applies in the New War. I think this was introduced specifically for the veil breaking in New War. You can switch this to hold, you just press and hold. It does the same. Saves your finger, saves you having to spam an option that you really don't want to spam. Doesn't make gameplay worse, just saves your finger. If you like spamming the button, don't turn it on. If you don't like spamming the button, there you go. When I saw that was an option that was added in the patch notes, New War, you know I turned it on straight away. You know I turned it on straight away. I've been gaming long enough to recognize that sometimes accessibility is just useful for everyone. It's just useful for everyone. Because whilst the characters we're playing may be doing some pretty heavy stuff in some pretty heavy circumstances, you and me, we're playing a game. We're playing a PvE game. We don't need it to be a spam fest. You were sure to run option will work? Well, small indie dev studio beta game. Was that Cosmos says, just had thoughts, when we get access to more of the other Archon shards, we'll make videos on them. I actually intend to do those videos upcoming, unless something else gets in the way. I want to be covering the other two shards ASAP. Because we're getting to the point now where people are having multiples of the Crimsons and the Ambers. People are going to be asking, okay, I've got more than one, where should I be putting these? What are they going to be doing? Is there something special I should be doing? Bile isn't exactly the easiest thing to come across. How do I do that? And we looked into Bile. We did a whole stream on Bile. It turns out that there is no real good way of getting Bile. You could do about 350% of Bile a day if you do all the different strategies you can. And that comes down to 7 swaps a day. So experimentation for the Archon shards is kind of screwed, which is another issue I have with the whole system. So yeah, I want to be covering those ASAP to help people skip past the experimentation phase and get straight to the results phase. It wouldn't feel as necessary if it weren't for the fact that it is. Oh, that's a weird angle. But we'll take it. After that, did we include sentient cores? We didn't look into sentient cores in terms of resetting back to neutral, because they only reset back to neutral. So you have to get stuff down and then consume sentient goodies just to get back to not quite as good as it was before. So you're still looking at a terrible time gathering. It turned out that almost every source of a bile was actually about as fast as each other. There were some which were faster, some which were slower, but they're all on about the same level. And the bigger holdup was the fact that you just simply can't use it up quick enough. No way, I want to check the rest of the area out first. The bigger holdup was you just couldn't get enough stuff together in time. Sorry, couldn't feed the helmet enough in time to be worthwhile. The helmet will get too picky too fast to everything and just ruin your day.
What about that one? The Thumper. Lots of weapons on that thing.
No getting her. This one dead.
I'm sure they're all dead, Call. Look at this place.
What if they made shards like mods? You only need 5 total of 1 card to use in all Warframes. I don't think they want that to happen. Because they're endgame items, they want to create something that's more endgame than 15 weeks. Think about it, you're suggesting something that would be 15 missions long. No Carl missions, just 15 Archon hunts, 15 sorties length, and that's it. You never need to do them again, ever. The frame on stream changed? The what? The frame what? Sorry, Chocolatey, can you give me a little bit more info on what you mean there? Because unless I'm blind, my little preview window doesn't look terrible. My hair looks terrible. Oh, nothing. Oh, thanks, Choc. Ta-da!
See?
Not really. Can we hurry this along?
How many veils do I need to do? Have I done enough veils? Wait, oh yeah, veils is just failing, isn't it? It's gene stamps I need, goddammit. Gene stamps, passwords. Veils are just veils. Even if they keep the Tau Forging? What if they kept the Tau Forging time 1? Even if they made the Tau Forging the fair 20% as well, so everyone gets it 1 in 5. 75 missions. And then you're done again. A flat fix 75. I can see why they don't want to do that. You include the car missions, that's 37.5. That's going to be finished in less than a year. In fact, 37.5, that's what... I can't think, how much is that going to be? Yeah, it's going to be what, like 9-10 months? Can we have some simp? We can have some simp value. Let me grab that for you. And synth is upcoming. Now you say it's still an average of a year and a half. Yes, yes it is an average of a year and a half. Because they made it exactly 1 a week in terms of Archon hunts, nothing you can do to get around that. But that's still people being engaged for a few minutes to, say, 30 minutes a week. Ultra long term, I don't know if that's what they wanted. But at the same time, like, you only need as many as someone says, you only need as many as you have core frames to put them onto. Which is also, again, a pain for those who try to experiment. You know, if you want to use other frames, go and get more. If you just want to stick with Wukong, go and get less. The whole system is so anti-experimentation, anti-off-meta. I just... Seriously, the whole crystal system actually just annoys me, unfortunately. I want to be positive about it, but it annoys me. Even down to the different bonuses for primary, secondary, and melee. I just wonder why. That one annoys me the least out of it all, but it still annoys me. I'm wondering, why does one get crit chance, 1 crit damage, and 1 status chance? What? Why? Wasn't there a... All those shots, wasn't there a friendly here you needed to rescue? I don't know. Nope. Nothing to interact with here, no gene stamps to find, nothing? Okay. So I'm saying, okay, Ken, so I have a question that may sound off, okay, but it's something I actually feel kind of bad about. Do you ever feel like an asshole for not being mad at something, even if you don't like whatever you feel you should be actually... Sorry, I'm going to take a moment to process this one. So I'm saying, okay, do you ever feel like an asshole for not being mad at something, even if you don't like whatever you feel like you should be actively angry at? There are a lot of negatives and comparators there. Do you ever feel like an asshole for not... In other words, do you ever feel like it would be good to be mad at something that you feel like you should be angry at? Do you feel like you're being an asshole if you hide your anger? Or deny your anger? Yeah, I'm not really processing that one, Zom. Not really processing that one, sorry. Aha! You thought you could dodge that one? Nope, not today. Can you use Archon shields, shards to add shields to Anaros? Nope. You cannot add shields to Anaros and Nidus. You cannot add energy to Hildrin and Lavos. Nope, nope, nope. It's a strange one, Crown Book. Say, got the survey the other day asking if the game encourages experimenting with loadouts. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Except for the Archon shards. Yes. Now we got to figure out these. We got 30 thing. 30 thing. Oh. Well then. Yeah, things actually do encourage experimentation because you've got the mods freely swappable and whatnot. We got the modular system. We've got the fact that there is no cost to aborting missions. Go in, do a quick test, pop out, yada yada. Password? Oh shit. Thank you. But the Archon shards do fly in the face of that. The Archon shards do fly in the face of that. Is this where all of you are going to scream at me for being blind? There it is! Alright, cool. Wasn't blind. Passwords? 4 passwords? 4 passwords. Alright, cool. Just need 2 more gene stamps. And preferably to not die. And preferably to get the 5 kills.
Call, looks like there's some bigger firepower for you ahead. Can you carry the...
Oh, let's tell everyone to stay over here at this point, because someone said here is where we can get the melee sentients together. I just kind of go ham on them. Yeah, so...
that rope bridge.
That didn't do it? That didn't do it? Well, son of a gun. What's shooting me? I can barely see him over there. Well, that's annoying. Alright. I'll just leave him there for now. Actually, no, I'll get this way. Alright, take care, Chocodika. Catch you around. There we are, made it. You're not dead. Thank you. Gene stamps, gene stamps. Hunting the map for gene stamps. Anywhere they could be. Is it here? Let's tell them all to move up. Sod it. Let's see how long this takes. Here they come.
Need brake thumper open.
Hey Ken, how's the hunt going?
Hey New Era, thank you very much for resubscribing up to 5 months now, with a 3-month streak no less. Thank you very, very much on that New Era. And yeah, the hunt is going. The hunt is going.
Found more.
Alright. It's awake!
Chipper want locomotor core. That behind.
It's awake and it's running away. Well, that's fine.
Just
That is
taking
fine, isn't it?
notes. I am learning so much from you.
Zob saying, like for Tower Forge especially, I generally feel like I can ask for it because I'm not angry about, even though I know it's bad. I mean, Zom, anger, for starters, is an emotion. You don't get to choose what your emotions are. You choose how you respond to and with your emotions, but you don't get to choose what your emotion is. So, you can't be an arsehole for having a given emotion. That is a combination of nature and nurture, not something you can just dictate to yourself. Believe me, the world would be very different if we could just decide what our emotions were. As for how you act on that or express things, you don't have any obligation to the game or to the game community at all. You are a consumer, a player of the game. Oh, I hope there were more rabbits there. Turns out there weren't. You just play the game. That is your entire prerogative. If you want to do more, if you want to give feedback, you can. Nothing requires you to do so. So if you find that it is actually not worth your time to argue about or get angry about, that's absolutely fine. Because absolutely nothing requires you to get angry about it. That applies to basically anywhere you haven't signed up to the responsibility to get angry about it. The only exception I would say to that is politics. If someone chooses not to get engaged in politics, then I say you are actually an asshole. Because, hey, it's alright for those of you who think that politics is just a game to be played or not played, but actually for some people it kind of matters. It is actually life and death. Get involved in politics. At very minimum, read up and vote. But for everything else, certainly everything gameplay. If you don't want to get involved, fine, don't get involved. There is no requirement to be involved. Anyone use weapon placements here? Do I want to? I got big gun, I got jetpack. How many Warframes have a jetpack? Why would I use the weapon emplacements? Wouldn't it be cool if Thumpers found it harder to walk as you damaged their legs? Like you slowed down their ability to turn, you removed their ability to jump. Oh yeah. Command brothers to attack it, that might speed things up, might it? I know it's a bit ironic I say politics is something people should read about, and then also this is a no politics channel, which is why I'm very expressly not stating any part of politics, just politics in general. And this will continue to not be a politics channel, this is a gaming channel. But that is a completely non-partisan call to action there. Vote. And if you ever find yourself in a position where you don't know who to vote for, find out. Job done. Hey, thump it down. Alright then. I don't know how to say your name, but there's a highlighted message. Hate to ask, can you do a test on stream for me? I have a regular in Tower Forge Crimson with secondary crit chance, but if you check all weapons and switch Warframe, it is buffing all weapons crit chance. I feel like that should be pretty checkable yourself, my dude. In any case, it's clearly not designed to buff every weapon's crit chance, so if you are having that experience, report it on the bug forums. That is clearly not designed. Alright, let's get these guys to all go sit in their corner of not messing up my stuff. Let me see if I can find a group of sentients to soften up and set up. Yeah, this looks like we'll be in the area. Soften up and set up for the quintuple kill. Get up to about here. I remember from last time, there were quite a few that ended up around here, so if I just wait up around here, holding enough points of cover that they'll want to move in closer. Yep. One's over there. Help me out a bit of some defense. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3. 1 shot hurts it, 2 shot nearly kill it. 1, 2, close enough. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. What the hell knocked me down? Oh, this is getting actually quite dangerous for me. This might actually kill me.
Scrape you off, boot.
Yeah. This isn't working. Gonna have to try that again. That was a lot of damage trying to get them to bundle up. Can I have ones that aren't constantly shooting from a distance, please? Those ones are kind of not easy to tank. More melees, please. Not these ones. It's definitely not that. What is that? What am I supposed to do with that? No, just not these ones. If I can tactically weaken them and get down to just ones I can deal with. So Battlist, if I kill the Battlist, I've worked myself down to just the melees, I don't know. Alright, sorry, one moment there. Korokop, nope. You know the rules here, I'm timing you out on that one. We're not even starting on politics. That is an explicitly big no-no rule here, mate. You just identified a specific political topic, you're timed out. I want to make it very clear this is not a politics channel. And Zom, please, 10-minute timeout on anyone else who does the same.
For my brothers!
Because politics are definitely going to cause friction with issues we don't want to cover. This is a gaming channel. Just spawn the little ones, the melee ones, not the Battlist that snipe from across the map and flank me from 5 angles. I just want a group of them together. Okay, well that's a group of them. Let's defend here. I might be able to get them to group. They're closing in. This is good. This is good. That one's pissing me off.
Target dead.
Get them a bit weakened. A bit weakened. How many have I got? What is that bug? 1, 2. Hard to keep track. 3, 4. When did they learn to flank around like that? They're splitting up! And of course it has AoE. Okay, cool. So I've got 4 of them. and they continue to rotate around to make my life more difficult. Come on. Where's the fifth one? Why do they all have to be ranged AoE units? Okay, Karakop, you've just sent me a message in game whilst on a timeout. That is a very risky move there.
Under fire.
That didn't need to be sent right now. Oh, hi there. Little melee unit. Cool. Okay, that damaged you a lot. Damaged you a bit. There we go. You over there. Oh, damaged you a lot. That's fine. I damaged you. Good, good, good. Trying, if I force these guys to group together. Yes! That's how we do it. Okay. Woo! Nailed it! Fuck the challenge. Just needed to work the AI, set it up. Eventually get 5 of them in a position that I could set it up without dying first whilst trying to get them weak enough and in position. 2 gene stamps to find and a cache to find, and then we have to do this again, but speed run. Oh, I don't want to find out, Zom. I don't want to find out. You're right, actually. No, yeah, you're right. It's already given me the stock for it, but I don't want to risk it taken away. I appear to be missing some gene stamps. Hopefully just in the boss fight arena to say that I didn't sufficiently explore it. But they could be anywhere. Come on, please be somewhere up this way. Please. Gene stamps apparently can't always spawn in. I'm willing to bet a significant number, if not all of those cases, are people who didn't find them. I find it unlikely that D would allow it to be shipped with such an issue. Certainly this far into it. I would imagine they would have done enough tests where they do load mission, automatically count gene stamps, because, you know, code can do that. It can just check things when you set up proper test environments. And repeat many, many times over. Did it always spawn 5? Did it always? I would imagine they would have tested for that. Granted, it's possible they failed to, but I seriously would imagine something as fundamental as that would have been tested. They mentioned they do intend to have gene stamps go through to multiple missions. The reason on that, Messania, was because people were asking for basically not having to find literally every last one of them. One of the components in designing for Dungeons & Dragons, I keep going back to that because it is my experience in a game design kind of environment, so it applies. One of the key components there is that you do not give the players only one way to solve a challenge. You give them multiple ways. The guidance is always at least 3 ways, and they must involve at least 2 different methods. Because otherwise, you are guaranteeing that your players either think perfectly and exactly like you, or like you've designed, or they fail. That's what's been designed here. Either you perfectly and accurately find all 5 of the gene stamps, or you fail. So the carryover is to counter that and be like, okay, well, you found 4 out of 5. The last one was too hard for you to find. Fair enough. You only need to find 1 more now. Alright, here's one hiding over here.
Your fight is over.
Nice. I'll just keep exploring around now. I'm gonna go around the perimeter, see what I find, and then I'll do a smaller loop on the interior. Yeah, I don't know either, I'll be quite honest, I don't know either. I would chalk it up to hot fixes, but then we've had hot fixes. So it's not like we're waiting for an update. I don't know. This time, it was just a case of investigate the arena. Thank goodness it was just that. I think they announced the community progress and car missions too early. Either that or they announced it early, specifically to give people a case of, well, just give them time, it's coming. Just kind of draw out the negative until they can make the change. Why does it sound this way? I still don't know. It still just feels like so much good exists in the update of Veilbreaker, in the Arkham fights, all that. So much good exists, and then just have jank added to it. I don't know. There we are. Everything but complete the mission in 15 minutes. Let's see. The stream has 10 minutes left on it. We have a raffle still running, by the way, guys. I know it's a Friday, but we missed the Wednesday one, so we're having a Friday raffle, so make sure you grab a ticket for that. There you are. What are the restrictions for music requests, if any? When you click onto it, Usurper, it shows you. When you click onto it, it shows you. Alright then, speedrun time. Which is not a navigation thing, by the way. When are we adding live split for this challenge? Live split? Is Bubonico worth building now, or should I look into a better primary? I mean, it's still the mastery of minimum. I believe the Bubonico is still a capable weapon. I mean, of its stats, I don't really use it. I have people who swear by it. Yeah, those crit stats don't look terrible. The damage is obviously less than the Kuva Heck, because the Kuva Heck is a Kuva weapon. Is the Bubonico silent? Nope, that's just a bug. Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think the Bubonico was silent. Are some of these stats just not recognizing? No, that is fine. Okay. I really don't know a lot about the Bubonico, apparently. Yeah, apparently. It seems reasonable to me, to be honest. It's not amazing, but it seems reasonable. Radial is a viral explosion. Oh, I didn't know it's a damage type. Native viral. That is definitely a pickup for it, yeah. Innate viral, even. That is definitely a pickup for it. How about you, Super, wanting us to switch to some EDM? Sure. Let's pop on some EDM for a bit then. Is that running? That's running, yep, cool. Anyway, where were we? We were... Ah, yes. We were heading up this way to do the car mission again. Because we didn't do all objectives, because we have a find everything objective and a do it quick objective.
Tenno, good to see you.
Carl, go fast.
Huh. About time.
Well, stop eating then. Asking about Bubonico, because it's got a fire rate, crit chance, multi-shot ribbon. There. Been told it's sad after the AoE changes. Honestly, if you've already got a ribbon for it, and you got a ribbon with those kind of stats, just try it out. Bro, what are you going to miss?
Get in, find the parts Chipper wants, get out.
Even Daughter's tired of this.
Station. Thumpers all dead?
Probably. Sure. Some of your Grenier friends are locked up here. if you want to say hello.
Okay. We do this.
Just because I could. Now he'll wake up. No, is he going to be stunned for longer? Okay. He's stunned again though. See, I could do the whole distracting him into the other area and then locking him up bit, but I just don't need to. I can just go past him. Yeah, the battery nerfs on various weapons, all of them got reversed. All battery weapon nerfs got reversed. So you don't need to worry about that if that's your concern for anyone. Need that, whatever. Activate drone. Sucks to be that guy. Activate drone. Wait for him to come up and over. Sucks to be that guy. Cool. And we continue forwards. Up.
Call see you.
And stabby stabby. Easy peasy. They reverted the 9 ammo per alt fire on the Bubonico. Yeah, they reverted all the stupid crap on the ammo side of things for recharging weapons. Yeah. Alright then. I suppose I'm going to get some Grenadier buddies here, aren't I? Probably recruit them into the cause. Ah. Hi mate. You got a thing on your face. Let's get that off of you, shall we?
Time to fight.
Beautiful. He looked like he was screaming. You seen a guy using the stock on Steel Path? Doesn't surprise me. This is Warframe. We do weird shit. Which Profit Taker bounty was it you could defend a console endlessly? I don't know about defend a console endlessly, but Profit... Oh no. No! No! I'm stuck! Bro, step forwards, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think it was Profit Taker Bounty 2. You could get to a point where you could just kind of defend endlessly for a bit. He was about to jet back away from that.
Time for revenge.
Ta-da! Still need to do the Zaraman Steel Path. There, dude. There, dude. Hey, Grader. Cheers. I really shouldn't be stopping to do this, by the way, because I kind of need to be doing this quick. So maybe not distract with hydrates right now. That'd be great. But thank you. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Get through.
You fight like two brothers.
We can skip all the other bonus objectives because we don't need to do them. I'm only grabbing these guys because firepower is good. It helps out.
Your brothers wait.
Ta-da! The guy with the unpronounceable name, I'm just going to call you FR. FR saved Begonica as a beast, rank 0 on Steel Path Survival, I have no problems. Maxed out in the process. Noise. Is that before you'd even formed it? Garcard, regarding the D&D Warframe, would you make the Stug the rarest and most powerful weapon? No. The Stug gets enough memes already. It doesn't deserve more airtime from me. Come on, if I'm going to make anything the rare and powerful weapon, it's going to be the Foreman. Alright, let's crack this one. We have got Present and Third. Ta-da! Foreman Prime. Which will come first? Forming Prime
Looks like
myself
there's
in the
some bigger
D&D
firepower for you
setup,
ahead.
or from DE?
Call can carry. Call
I mean, that
always
is
want
excessive,
one
but
of
you know
these.
what? We'll take it.
Cross that rope bridge.
Excuse me. Ta-da! Whisper's due soon? True. I might be Brooke next, might be Hilda next. I don't know which one is next, but yeah. We'll see soon enough. We'll see soon enough. We do that, that gets it to wake up, and then it runs away, and we're like, oh no, we gotta chase it down!
Tor.
I have a much smaller squad this time, but that's fine. We'll work with it.
Just taking notes. I am learning so much from you.
Yeah, we're fine, Let's run ahead. That's on X Prime pass. Pass. Maybe it'd be Lotus Prime.
Call, there are multiple
Just to throw us off.
landmarks near your location. Have you
Turns
got
out
it?
this entire time she was actually a Warframe mimic. We actually get just straight up mimic, and that's how they managed to play the entire thing.
From you.
She was on the Tenno side right from the start. Orchestrated it. That is not even remotely close to the lore, but just roll with it. Oops. Bruh. Personal space. Yo. And just kept walking at me. Menacingly. It's still going. Like, Jesus, you've got guns. Why do you need to be in my face? Chaos Prime's like 3 years away? No idea. No idea, to be quite honest with you.
Scoom.
Yeah. Knockdown. No! Slowly but surely taking this thing down. Where's the not damaged leg? Is there a damaged leg? There's got to be one around here, right? There we go. One more leg to defeat. And it's done. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Let's get out of here.
I admit, I'm a little impressed. Go on then, tell me,
Ta-da!
how did you do that?
Shoot in right.
Chaos and Gren were
place.
originally slated to be a double release.
And
I don't know about the two of them together as originals. They definitely won't be together as primes. That's not how DE operates. As originals, maybe, because they are canonically best friends, but yeah. Alright then, I don't need to do anything else because I've already done it last time, so we can just walk this one in 8 minutes. 9 minutes. Was there a double prime release? Not to my knowledge, no.
Keep your heads and biceps inside
Not to my knowledge.
the windows.
Will I triple Umbral format you ready prime? Probably not, no. I think by that point, everyone will have found something else to turn into a meme. You were saying last month, as a sub, I watched your streams for 22 hours, missed only one stream. Oh, fair enough. Alright! Those car missions take a while. They take a while. Gargoyle spent 3 days to 20 hours watching. Oh, well, fair enough. There we are. This is where everyone discovers the watch time command rather than the ticket command. And misses out on making sure they got a ticket for the raffle. What's my best fashion? Chat, do I do it? Chat, do I do it? Do I show them my best fashion? Yeah? 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 Alright. Alright. So good, it deserved an emote. Behold, in all its glory, the Fairy Grendel. This is fashion. In my eyes, he says. This is what happens when you ask for fashion from a practical channel. When you ask the Kengineer for fashion, this is the kind of shit that happens. Oh, the emotes on screen like confetti. Yep. The whole stream celebrating the Fairy Grendel. Watermelon 2? Oh no, one at a time, Grinders. One at a time, you know. One at a time. I'm saying I've actually spent over 400 hours watching a stream. That's kind of terrifying. Oh, don't worry about it, Zom. It's 400 hours of watching a stream, but you've been doing other things whilst watching. You've not just been sat there like... You've been engaged in the stream. You've earned yourself a rank of moderator on the stream. You've been learning things. You've been teaching things occasionally. You've been sharing in discussions. And other times you've had the stream there and you've been doing other things. Playing the game along. Watching Netflix perhaps. You've been doing your bit. Don't worry about the hours. Worry about what you did with those hours. If it was worth the time. That's where it probably was. Recreation is worth the time. R&R. It's a big and important thing. You know, saying I've been learning from Ken streams? There you are. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thought on Lavas' Scuba skin? Not really my thing. I get where they went with the design, but it doesn't really fit the vibe I'd go for typically. So, not my thing. How Kevin will be remembered, not for his maths and educational videos, but for Fairy Grendel. No, I think it'll be both, Korokop. I think it'll be both. I've seen the best, show us the worst. I would show you the worst, but I think it got patched, didn't it? Let me just check. Did it get... It got patched, didn't it? Yeah, it got patched. It got patched. You know what? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna check on my Discord and see if I can find it. Give me a second. From me. Discord. This is not the time to start. Oh. Yeah, from Discord. Why is your search broke? Okay. Discord, don't break right now. Source has media. Or has video. There we go. Can't find it. Never mind. It's gone. I'll have to find it another time. But this particular skin, it had some weird physics going on. You know, this little bitty bijiggity here, which still doing this is funny enough in itself. But it had some weird physics going on when you're crouched. I'd have to find that again to Anyway. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that, I think. Yep. Let's, I think it's time we just do a platinum giveaway, isn't it? Yeah. Let's, oh god, my hair looks so terrible. Let's do a platinum giveaway, and I'll sort my hair out for next stream, I think, if I can. What's the worst currently in the game? No idea. Maybe I need some sleep? God, I definitely need some sleep. But anyway, let's finish up with a giveaway. Hold up. 47. How many of you have just forgotten to type ticket today? There's only 47 of you, isn't it? 48. 49. Quite a few, apparently, because there's 50. And then I told you, people are going to type in watch time rather than ticket. They're going to forget the watch ticket's even a thing. I said you'd forget, and sure enough, you forgot. There's 51. I'm gonna name and shame here. There was Orion, there was Grey Rose, there was Time Worn Traveler, that was Konosuke, that was Shao Karami, that was a Toon Guy. All of you guys needed reminding yet again. Oh no, dear, oh dear. Why'd I remind them? Just to ruin your chances, Usurper. Just to absolutely ruin your chances. This was specifically targeted to take it away from you. Don't you realise? It's to be fair. to anyone but you. Alright, now it's been enough time. If you didn't get it in now, tough. I literally just told you to do it, so tough. And the winner today is Airsoft Sniper. Yeah, legend. Not one of the last people to get in, by the way. They were already in with a chance to win it, so the bot said yes. The bot salutes you, Airsoft. Congratulations, you are today's winner of the Platinum giveaway. I will be contacting you here on Twitch in the next few minutes to get a hold of your Warframe username platform, if I've not already done so at some point. We'll get that sorted out for you, make sure that is sent on through to you. And to everyone else here in chat, thank you very, very much for joining in on today's stream. I know it's a bit strange to have a Warframe stream on a Friday. This is not a regular occurrence, as I'm sure you're aware. Normally on Fridays we'd have something not Warframe, because on Wednesday and Sunday we have Warframe, but not today, because on Wednesday there was no Warframe. Yay, illnesses. I hope I've mostly masked how awkward things feel physically. I'm not 10 out of 10 again. It's alright, Karakop. So, now, because we are finishing up a Warframe stream, we need to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. We can do it on a Friday, guys! A Friday! How weird. Not weird, however, is EMK3Z with the subscription from Prime, or with Prime, however you want to phrase that. Thank you very, very much for that. To round off what has been a wonderful stream. Cheers, cheers, cheers on that, EMK. Enjoy your lovely new badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and access to the Supporter Tea Lounge over on the Discord. Again, exclamation mark Discord if you aren't already over there. Connect up your account, get access to that. What other games do I stream? It varies between a few of them. We've had things like Terraria, we've had Stardew Valley, we've had Subnautica, we've had Apex Legends, we've had Minecraft, we've even had just a Q&A stream. I usually, unless there's something specific, very specific I want to be doing, and just overall all opinions otherwise, usually I'll put out a poll in the Supporter Tea Lounge. So again, if you are a subscriber and you are not already on the Discord with your accounts synchronized, you are missing out on the ability to choose what is on a Friday stream most of the time. Why deny yourself that? Get over there already. If you're not a subscriber, then smile nicely at someone who hands out gifts. Maybe they'll do it to you. They probably won't. Don't beg people for gifted subs, that is rude. But if you act like a nice part of the community, they might be nice to you in return. Or if you're just around plenty enough times, a gift will come your way once in a while. Any thoughts of Overwatch 2? I've watched enough Overwatch to decide that I would not enjoy it. I know that the gameplay is close to that of Team Fortress 2, but just watching it is enough to make my brain kind of go. So yeah. No judgment of the game itself, because I've not played it, and therefore I cannot judge it. However, my vibe from watching others is that I don't want to. And that means it would be a terrible
11
stream.
months time sure does fly.
Wow, Aria! Is it Aria or Aria? I always question every time I read your username, but I'm going to go with Aria today. Aria, thank you very much for 11 months. 111. Thank you very, very much for that. Next month, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be a full pot. I really appreciate that once again. Whichever works. Aria. That works, right? Aria? I shouldn't be mocking your username as you just resubscribed. That is not a good way to go. Anyway. Right, we were about to do a raid, weren't we? I'm getting distracted a million times over. Here we go. Who are we raiding? That's the real question. We gotta be raiding someone. I don't even know who streams on a Friday in Warframe. Am I going to stream a fighting game someday? Probably not, no. I do not have much experience in fighting games. I would probably just make a mess. In fact, alright, guys, I give you a choice. Either we can raid a Warframe stream, which is perfectly fine and legitimate, or we can raid someone who knows quite a bit about the whole live stream content creation industry and loves taking the absolute mockery of it, of the circumstances, of the mayhem of it, and it has just overall a very chaotic yet informative stream. Someone I follow and watch their streams of. somewhat regularly since I found them. So, you want a very mocking journalist, or do you want a Warframe raid? Poll? Good idea. Yes, let's poll it. Let's poll. Which raid? Warframe or chaotic good? How do I put this? God, content creator guy. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. I don't know how else I'd describe them without revealing exactly who I'm talking about. Journalist? Yeah, journalist is such a corporate word. It just feels corporate. Because his stream doesn't feel corporate. His tweets do. His tweets are very refined. Streams are chaos. Also, Aria 2 with the 2 gifted subs. Living up to your name there. Absolutely love it. The 2 digits in the 11 months. 22 gifted subs, which is 2 lots of your 11 months being here. The 2s are just all over the place there for you. Absolutely loving it. 2 gifted subs out to First Templar and to Real Ender Plays. I appreciate it, Aria. Thank you very, very much. Oh. Cheers. So I'm saying if the latter doesn't wink, you send me in the direction anyways? Yeah, that's absolutely fair. However, it's going to win. 2 people wanted Warframe. As ever, you can't please everyone. You are always going to piss off someone. Or some 2 in this case. The number 2 really is rocking around today, isn't it? I got 2 Archon shards. We did 2 sortie-like things. I had 2 brief moments, not so brief moments of rants about game mechanics. 2 options in a raid poll. Area 2 and the gifted subs. I'm sure it's not a Tuesday. What's the date? Okay, the date is nothing Tuesday. But we are in 2022, which is 3 out of 4 2s. I mean, 2? 2's the number, guys. 2 is the number. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling now. I am genuinely going to stop rambling now. Let me mute that there so you don't accidentally hear the audio from where we're going. Raid 2. The absolute chaotic good. Guys, if you've got the drones... oh, sorry. Raid has been created. Yeah, I thought it said cancel. If you've got the drones, I want to see these drones. If you've got the drones, I want to see these drones as we go on over to this stream. They have no idea we're coming, but that's fine because they are absolutely ready for any raid anyway. Let's show them what we're all about here. Show them the drones as we go raid on in, and then enjoy some chaos news. This is the best way I can sum it up. Thank you very much for joining in, guys. It's been a wonderful stream. I'll catch you guys again in 2 days' time on Sunday, assuming I don't die in the process. See you later.